What's good, Royal Family? I thought that we would talk about some of the things that I had made some edited edits on, excuse me, edited edits, right? But I had recently edited some conversations that Saneter had done, one pertaining to me and my abuse. So we're going to talk about that, as well as the new events. Many know that Morpheus's stepdaughter, we're going to be real, and I say that, with the quotation marks, was found unalive. Now that case and that is not, I'm not trying to harass or bully the family at all, but when a lie is out as a lie, it's a lie. Anyway, before we get started and while we wait for these notifications to go out, we're going to listen to Ruga for Duck. Let's take a look.
You should know he wrong. He a fucking white boy.
It ain't exclusive if you don't.
And I know what I'm on. My boys on. And we gonna come. Because I know they not gonna play about me. They gonna kill shit. You know what I'm saying? And once we come, it's on.
New Glocks and XDs. We ain't shooting till we test these. And we ain't stopping till we catch three. Hit his crib and tell him catch me. They like they ain't playing fair, yeah, this shit that deep. Look, the other day I almost clapped a nigga. Whole time it's just a fan, he tryna snap a picture. That get back gon' be so real, we gotta rap a nigga. We just ran lurking, tryna catch a rapper nigga. And if we ever said it's up, nigga, then it's stuck, nigga. I'm the type to come through dressed up like a cluck, nigga. Now you box up in that corner and you fuck, nigga. And the last word that you heard was this for duck, nigga. And all that fake shit don't come around with it. Cause usually that snake shit come around with it. And usually the ones that fold say they down with it. You hanging with that nigga, he told you must be down with it. And they ain't gotta get close to you. Nigga, I can get you touched from an ocean view. I just make a call and they do what they supposed to do. Ain't no capping, boy, them scrappers, they stand over you. Like Dusky say, I got a bond with my shooters. And if they catch a case, then we just bond out the shooter. We might hit your crib like we running with the looters. You can try to run, but ain't no running from this Ruger. I catch the killer, he getting buried alive. No buried in fire. When my niggas want you, where you gon' hide? Better ride with that fire. And if we can't find you, we gon' get somebody that mean a lot to you. So you can keep on hiding and we gon' end up taking a lot from you. And ain't no question, I don't wanna talk. And ain't no drive-by shooting today, I wanna walk. We been at his crib some hours, today I wanna stalk. And we ain't leaving from his crib until this nigga caught. He coming out, I saw him in HD. Ran up on him with that pipe like, nigga, take these. Nigga stumbling and running, he can't shake these. Then all he seen was a flash, told him say cheese, nigga. Got a lot of shit on my mind, I just keep inside. Cause if I let it out, you might just see them demons fly. It's fucked up when you lose your nigga and see him die. That hit a part in your soul where you can't even cry. I done witness niggas change right in front of me. And I done witness niggas get changed right in front of me. Mama always asks me, son, what you wanna be? But it ain't what I wanna be. Mine, it's what I'm gonna be. I always been a humble type, but never been a mumble type. Was raised around them young wild niggas. In that jungle life, you wouldn't last a day. You don't want to see what that jungle like. Them youngers riding around with pipes. Them youngers, they'll take your life. Most of my niggas gang bang are locked up in a cell. Sometimes I ask the man upstairs, is we living in hell? Them shorties run up on your porch like they deliver mail. Them shorties run up with that torch and just deliver shells. See, I grew up in a city full of hatred, where they see you got a way out, but don't want to see you make it. They don't want to see you take it. They don't want to see you chase it. They gon' smile like it's love, but deep down inside they hate it. See, I came a long way from depression and aggression, from welfare to Section 8. I thank God cause it's a blessing. Brothers in and out of jails. Lord knows my mama stressing. Thinking about the life I live, like will I make it to see heaven? Will I make it to see 27? I be damn, I be under a reverend. I be damn, I let a nigga get up on me, he gon' catch 6 from the 7. I done seen niggas hang with niggas who done told. So I don't fuck with them, you fuck with him, you done told. I can vouch these niggas bitches on bro them, and I can merch that on them niggas on phone them. If that was me, won't be no witness. Nah, if that was me, won't be no sentence. Look, so run up on me wrong, you better have your shit together. Cause them killers I fuck with, they be with whatever. My niggas hopping out with them deserts. We ain't come to send a blessing, but we came to send a message. Look, moral of the story, keep a weapon. If he tryna learn, he get burned. Cause I teach a lesson. Hollows open up like presents when I shoot that Smith & Wesson for some shit he did in the past. Now he ain't present, nigga.
What is good, royal family? What is good, y'all? We have to come back and talk about some things that are going on right now. And one is pertaining to me, okay, period. I ain't got all my lights on today because it is hot, even with the central air. But shout out to Ray. What's good? I see you, Nazari. Missouri. What is good, Jaylee Chronicles? Ray said he's gonna sit back and chill and enjoy the show. That is what is up. What's good, Thin Line? I'd seen Abstract in the chat as well, and everything like that. I do want to say thank you. I did. Ooh, camera's doing some shit. That I did receive some donations while I was offline, and I do appreciate those as well. What's good, Zen? You may remember some of. And let me explain, okay? Because it's gonna look a little bit jumbled today, okay? Now, I did, hear a statement that Saneter Studios has made before pertaining to my domestic abuse, right? So I had first made a video and also was showing the video where I initially had, you know, responded to the bitch nigga last year. I believe it was in February. It's in the edit. Then all this stuff came out about Morpheus's alleged stepdaughter, right? And I say allegedly. And I'm not here to holler out that they're scamming over there, but I do got some questions. So in my first edit, there's, it goes into a little bit more of what was going on. It kind of goes in a different direction. But I do have a two-part edit into which we gonna talk about how he just tried to act like he didn't just make fun of what he claims to be my abuse. And first, let me state, because on 8/5/23, so a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, Saneter had made a statement about Morpheus's daughter being found. I didn't even know that she was missing. That is normally my type of genre. I do look into true crime. But the day before he came out with the announcement that she was missing and she was found unalived, and my prayers go out to the family. But the day before, Saneter had stated that I was hit in my face with a bat by my ex-husband and played it in a way into which I would have been the reason that I received this abuse. Now, they kind of like this whole thing with Morpheus's daughter coming out kind of like swept a lot of that under the rug. But I noticed that nobody called out that just the day before he was making fun of me. Then he comes back acting like he's doing some domestic abuse campaign where he's against domestic abuse. And he's, talking about husbands that can't keep their hands to themselves and how unfortunate it was that this woman lost her life. And it is unfortunate. I, on the other hand, made it out fine. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple of bruises and shit, some scarring emotionally, but I'm okay. And it made me a stronger person. Now, I'm not advocating that people be abused and then they become strong, but I just found it really very much like of a contradiction that this nigga was just minimizing my abuse and now he cares so much about this girl's abuse. I don't know if Morpheus peeped that. I don't know if other people peeped that, but today we hear, so these edits is a little bit, it's going to seem repetitive and stuff, which is fine in my opinion, because a lot of times in live streams, like right now, I have 45 people watching me. Shout out to the people in the clouds. Make sure you hit that like button. But later on in the live, more people end up joining and stuff like that. That's a lot of times how it goes. We don't know what's going to happen this live, but that's why I'm going to play the two. Now, the first one is an hour and 7 minutes. I'm not really going to stop it because I said everything I needed to say. I even responded to him as of, I think, yesterday in the video. And then also I'm going to follow that up with the 55-minute edit to where we kind of hone in on the statements that were made and why it was an issue. Okay. Now, I really wasn't even I was just going to go with my portion of it. And I was really going to keep this situation with Morpheus's alleged stepdaughter out until I show you on what made me kind of be like, wait a minute, no, we're looking at part 1 and 2 because this nigga's running around. See, him and Napa had learned a new word, okay? And that new word is psychopath and sociopath. So it's 2 words. Shout out to everybody that's in the room. I do appreciate you guys. Do make sure that you hit that like button. That is a way to support the channel. And it's free. Okay, so like I said, just recently today, he had came out with the statements that I'm gonna play for you now. So I want you guys to listen to what he's kind of stating. And I didn't chop down the whole video. I was sent just a little portion, and then I went back while I was getting ready for the live and stuff like that and listened to some of it. And I was like, wow, the hypocrisy, right? But I've already done a live stream on psychopaths and sociopaths in relation to one of my stalkers, and it is up. And didn't nobody do a better job than me, okay, period. But Saneter's, opinion of a stalker is somebody that calls him out for his pedophilic deeds. What's good, Sugar Man? What is good? Shout out to Sugar Man in the building, excuse me. So really quick, we're going to head over here for this 3-minute video where Saneter, kind of just stated some shit. He tried to say that your girl is a sociopath. Like, what? Now, I do look at true crime, and that is what my channel's about. And a lot of YouTube is true crime, or, and true crime is really just crimes that have really happened in real life, not no fictitious stuff. You could see interrogations, other processes up, through the court dates, as well as if there is a trial, documentation of the trial and things like that. I've been known to hold whole trial long, series over here where we day by day go and watch the footage of what happened in trials. So I don't glorify crime, but I know that it happens. And I did go to school for law. I didn't graduate. But in the part 2, you're going to hear Reggie. He claimed that he know everything, child. And they had went and got some lady that allegedly used to be a homicide detective in New York. But this crime happened in Atlanta. So I was kind of confused or whatever. And it kind of came off like, oh, girl was stating that the police down there don't know what they're doing or whatever. I'm just saying it was a little much. And now, because of Morpheus's alleged daughter being found deceased, which is sad, and my heart goes out to the real family. But Morpheus, you are not even a stepfather in reality. See, the woman, Reggie gonna explain it, but it was just crazy that he was coming out as asking for money, that this was his daughter and things like that. And there was GoFundMes and there was Cash Apps that were, yes, Suge, yes. So really quick, and matter of fact, I'm gonna end up playing, okay, really quick, let me just show you the reason why we really hear what made me just really come out like, you know what, fuck this shit. I want to play funny and shit. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. I was trying to hurry up and play this clip, but it's acting funny. You know how like it's when somebody's flagging your channel and it's still not doing nothing. Hold on. Let me try to reapply this clip. See if it goes away then. Because this one is the shortest one. And I'm going to play them out of order because I know that Suge probably don't know this stuff.
All right, peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another Saneter TV, House of Consciousness production. If you got the babies watching, I'm going to let y'all know right away. This is not for the children right now. Because I might say some things, you know what I'm saying? I might have to go off. The first thing, we're already dealing with a sociopath. What is a sociopath? Oh, man, Nepal Shada breaks it down so beautifully. And she breaks it down. What is a sociopath? The first thing I want to do is say, Miriam, we see you. We know who you are. Ain't no more hiding, Miriam. And for those who may not know who's Miriam, I ain't gonna even say her name. I'm not gonna tell you her YouTube channel. She knows who she is. Miriam Diaba. Miriam Diaba. Ain't no more hiding. I know you in Chicago. You wrote another comment talking about Nepal should threaten you and you got a husband that can reach.
Damn, it's doing it again. What the fuck? But they don't fuck with them niggas shits. Come on, man. Hold on. Let's try this some more.
All the way out there. Let me just say this right now, Miriam.
So right now he's cussing out a lady named Miriam. He's claiming that, you know, she a problem because she called out Nepal.
Your husband. Check. Let me just say that off the goddamn rip. My husband hang out with all these elected officials. Fuck you and your husband. Because you can't go around. Do your husband know that you running around labeling people, calling them pedophiles and all of that? Do your husband know you be on these goddamn channels falsely accusing grown-ass men of being pedophiles? So you and your husband. Make sure he get this video. I'm damn sure gonna hit him up.
Bruh, this shit is fucked up.
I got him.
It's not even playing right. And there's nothing wrong with my internet or not. Or nothing. My shit is on 100%. I got my camera off and everything.
I know where he at. I know who he is. I got the nigga. So we gonna see if your husband gonna chastise your raggedy ass and put a goddamn chain on you, bitch. He need to put a goddamn chain on your ass. So we gonna see if your husband know what the hell you're doing. So when you tell your husband, who arms can reach all the way out there in New York and all over the goddamn place, make sure you tell him that you accusing and falsely accusing people of being pedophilians and all of that shit. So I don't give a fuck about you or
Being
your
pedophilia.
husband. Evidently you don't know who I am, bitch. Tell him I called you a bitch too. Tell him all
Yeah, StreamYards be tripping, Shug.
that. The fuck about you or your husband. Miriam, I'll be in Chicago. I'll be in Chicago soon, bitch. So I'm saying this. Not Nepal, I'm saying this. Give a damn, I stand on mine. And what is a sociopath? If y'all want to add more names to it, I got Shaka Doodoo. I got Neil X, and it's all gonna make sense. I got Shaka Doodoo, Neil X, Funky Throne, Uncle Big Nose, Chief X. Some people call him the Torah Knights, Judah Naz, Miriam Diaba, and Funky Throne. So y'all can add more to it.
So you added my name twice, and then the people that you named are not psychopaths or sociopaths. We're people that are calling you out for some real shit. Also, might I add, this nigga right here, what in the fuck is this? So y'all done superimposed a face on a real doctor's body or whatever. His neck doesn't even match, bruh. Like, what is going on?
If y'all see him, because when we break down this definition and the pod goes in, y'all gonna say, yeah, they got them. When you look at their channel, you'll see that there's nothing from a positivity coming from that. From teaching, it's all about trying to tear down, and that's what a sociopath
So what positivity is coming out of your shit, Sa?
is. So let's get right into this real quick.
All right. So that was the short one. That's why we're here today, because the nigga just keeps bringing my name up. Now, we're going to go back to this one, but I just want to remind you guys that don't know, and, you know, inform those that don't know, that I responded to, you know, this little troll about these comments already in the past, and it's going to come up, but I'm going to stop it at some point when he says it in the audio from back then. You see what I'm saying? And then we're going to move to live stream number 1, and we'll come back to play live stream number 2 in its totality. I just want to get a lot of this information to Shug mainly or whatever, but also prove my point. So let's go. Oh my God, it's doing it again. Okay, it stopped. Y'all bear with me. It's StreamYards. It's not my internet or nothing like that. This service is just becoming trash. Like, it's always a problem.
They sound dumb over there. Burnt lip over there. She sound dumb. This is why, and y'all know what I'm talking about, Funky Throne, aka Burnt Lip. And this is why her husband, remember that's what I'm telling you, her husband beat the shit out of Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, with a baseball bat. She gonna, now that I'm saying it, she will address it. I want to know, Funky Throne Burnt Lip, why did your husband had to beat your ass with a baseball bat and left you for dead, goddammit? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying because he knew you was a no good, dirty, rotten scoundrel. He knew, and that's your baby daddy. He knew that you was a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Let's see if she addressed that. Oh yeah. See, I'm not coming in with no lies. I'm coming in with real shit. And Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, know exactly what I'm talking about because she can't mind her goddamn business. So her baby daddy was somewhere else getting poom-poom, and she going crazy and getting mad and want to jump up in somebody's face. Brothers can't take that shit. Sometimes I can take it because my skin is tough. But the nigga gets mad, grabs a baseball bat, and begin to beat the living out of her ass. Am I lying, Funky Throne Burnt Lip? Or do I need to pull up the receipt? With you saying it coming out of your own damn mouth. Watch Funky Throne come in and address it now. See, y'all want to play games with me. Let's ask that question. What type of piece of shit can you be to make your own husband want to beat your ass with a baseball bat and leave you for dead? Check. God damn. You had to be a, the B word. I don't want to do too much family, but you had to be a low down dirty. For a man to do that to his baby mother. And you worrying about Saneter. You over there talking about Saneter, your daughter out there gangbanging. Bitch, you got a lot of nerve. Your daughter out there gangbanging. You smoke cigarettes by the pound. Check. And you worrying about what Saneter doing and how Saneter doing it. God damn it, my family, we happy over here.
Now, really quick, I said this in my edit, but my daughter's right here. So how do you feel about Saneter calling you a gangbanger? Is that crazy? What do you do all the time? Go to school, right? You with your family? Right. Okay. So you don't feel no way about it at this point? You just laugh him off? Yeah, she said, yeah. So I just thought you guys might want to hear from my daughter. I know I don't have to do that, but let's continue because the point that I'm trying to prove is that he already lied about these accusations and I already debunked them. So let's go.
I'm happy over here. You weren't about too busy digging into other people's lives. You dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna speed it up because I don't want to miss none of these. So as you see, it says last time Saneter said these lies and was debunked February 16, 2022. Let's just listen to make sure that they're the same lies that he's telling now. Okay. Let me turn down this little part. He gonna play that little bum ass music, child. Okay. He gonna play that bum ass music, child. It's on the TV. Like when his mouth start to move, we'll be on it. All right. I think this bitch ass nigga about to talk. Listen.
A lot of these fools are running around talking about, Saw in Nepal had a argument over the internet. Y'all hear that, right? They have an argument. Guess what we never do, though? You never see Saneter hit a woman with bats, with shovels.
Listen to this, okay?
You don't never see that. I don't have no domestic cases on me.
Either do I. Bitch. So he said, I don't have any domestic cases on me. I don't even have any assaults on my record. But Saneter, you do.
Y'all familiar with Funky Throne? Funky Throne, some call her queen. She have the audacity to brag and talk about me and Nepal having a fight on the internet. Really. And family, what I'm about to tell you is some real shit. It's the truth. And if I'm lying, she will tell you not. You're lying. I can go and dig.
Bitch, you're lying. I never said that my ex-husband hit me with a motherfucking bat in the face. That is the exact words that you said. Sugar Man said that we didn't see it, but we know that you beat Cynthia. you was charged for beating Cynthia because Saneter tried to act like it was because he was taking up for his mother and he about sliced the dude's nose off. You said, you're about to say that my ex-husband hit me in the face with a bat. No, bitch, but he did abuse me. I spoke on that. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all can't throw shit that I've already spoken on in my face, bitch. If I spoke on it, I'm not hurting about it. Or I told it to help the next that may be going through it or knows somebody that is. But that was 10 years ago, the last time I was in a domestic abuse relationship as well, correct? And I left him before we had even made our 2-year marriage thing because he didn't start hitting me at first.
All the craziness going on YouTube, you still have knowledge and information where y'all can come in and tune in. They do these things because they don't want y'all to tune in. So understand that. Remember, a lot of these fools are running around talking about, oh, Saw in Nepal had an argument over the internet. Y'all hear that, right? They have an argument. Guess what? We never do, though. You never see Saneter hit a woman with bats, with shovels. You don't never see that. I don't have no domestic cases on me. Y'all familiar with Funky Throne? Funky Throne. Some call her Queen Throne, but we say Funky Throne. She have the audacity to brag and talk about me and Nepal having a fight on the internet.
How was I bragging? I was pointing it out that it was inappropriate.
Verbally, just verbally. And family, what I'm about to
was that the only fight, Saneter, or was there more?
Tell you is some real shit. It's the truth. And if I'm lying, she will tell you, nah, nigga, you're lying. I can go and dig it up. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back and dig it up and let her tell you her own history.
If you pull up with one of my motherfucking videos to try to shade me about anything about domestic abuse, boy, you are going to have some motherfucking problems in these streets. Bitch, I don't need you to tell my story. Let's remember the reason why I'm on your motherfucking ass, bitch. Because you allow sexual predators to be up in the HOK, bitch ass nigga. You touched on Nikki Chanel. I'm riding with that. I believe that shit. You fucked up, bitch. And that's why we sat down with Ben Diesel and talked about it. And he stated to me, even over the phone, Saneter can deny those allegations between him and Nikki Chanel, but he can never erase it from my memory. Listening to Nepal, bitch, you fucked up.
Don't you know that this hog, this disgusting...
Or listening to Clyde, rather. Let's listen, though.
Wild animal, hog, I would say. Funky Throne. Don't you know she got hit in the face with a goddamn bat by her ex-husband?
What did he just say? What did he say? I'll go back 10 seconds. What did he say? We're going to stop it right there because what I'm going to do is show you my newest one. We'll come back to that. Ooh, shit. Oh.
You should know he bro. He a fucking white boy.
Oh, come on. Okay. All right. So, let's go to live stream 1. And he states it again. Okay. And you'll see the date into which he stated it. I'm just waiting for this to act like it wants to fucking play. Okay. All right. And let's do the same thing. Let's go. Facts, Mark J. So this video right here gets into more of the like Morpheus situation and stuff, and you'll again hear the recent response to Saneter by Nepal, and then she went back, and then we'll kind of get into like the Morpheus thing even more.
They sound dumb over there. Burnt lip over there, she sound dumb. This is why, and y'all know what I'm talking about, Funky Throne, aka Burnt Lip. And this is why Her husband, remember that's what I'm telling you. Her husband beat the shit out of Burnt Lip Funky Throne with a baseball bat. She gonna, now that I'm saying it, she will address it. I want to know, Funky Throne Burnt Lip, why did your husband had to beat your ass with a baseball bat and left you for dead, goddammit? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying because he knew you was a no good, dirty, rotten scoundrel. He knew, and that's your baby daddy. He knew that you was a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Let's see if she addressed that. Oh yeah. See, I'm not coming in with
How many times does this nigga want me to debunk his stupid ass? Again, I just showed you where February 16th, 2022, he made the same motherfucking statements, and I already addressed him in a video that is already up. It's been up. It's doing numbers, like, period.
No lies. I'm coming in with real shit. And Burnt Lip Funky Throne know exactly what I'm talking about because she can't mind her goddamn business. So her baby daddy was somewhere else getting poom-poom, and she going crazy and getting mad and want to jump up in somebody's face. Brothers can't take that shit sometimes. I can take it because my skin is tough. But the nigga gets mad, grabs a baseball bat, and begin to beat the living out of her ass. Am I lying, Funky Throne Burnt Lip? Or do I need to pull up the receipts? With you saying it coming out of your own damn mouth.
Let's get these likes up, because unlike Saneter, where he just hits the live button and then just sits there and act like he's doing something, I actually, edit for time purposes and so that I'm not striked by this goon-ass nigga right here.
Throne come in and address it now. See, y'all want to play games with me. Let's ask that question. What type of piece of shit can you be to make your own husband want to beat your ass with a baseball bat?
I do state this in the video, but the reason why he keeps calling me Burnt Lip is because in one of the videos that he's referencing, I was drinking red wine and it stained my lips. I'm sure when Cynthia or Nepal, the drunk, drinks wine, it stains her lip as well. Okay, period. But why does he think it's okay for me to be abused and then the next day watch what happens?
And leave you for dead. Check.
Also, my husband did not leave me for dead. He did not hit me with a bat. Again, shit that was debunked.
God damn. You had to be the B word. I don't want to do too much for family, but you had to be a low down dirty bitch.
Damn, this fucking...
For a man to do that to his baby mother. And you worrying about Saneter.
We do not have children together either.
You over there talking about Saneter, your daughter out there gangbanging. Bitch, you got a lot of nerve.
And you just heard from my daughter. Again, my daughter does not gangbang at all, period. But so domestic violence is justified only if it's somebody in the HOKs, family, friends, whatever, but not, Queen's Throne.
Your daughter out there gangbanging. You smoke cigarettes by
I
the
think
pound.
it's trash that you attacked my child. She's 14 motherfucking years old. Because I know you weren't talking about my 5-year-old, but my 14-year-old is not a gangbanger. What the fuck?
Check. And you worrying about what Saneter doing and how Saneter doing it. God damn it, my family, we happy over here. I'm happy over here. You worrying about too busy digging into other people's lives.
And all this stuff about, I never had this problem with so-and-so. You're a goddamn lie. There's not a woman in Saneter's life who's happy. And that's facts. I know how to lie and smile for the camera too, so if you get somebody sitting up there talking about, oh, I'm happy, the gun is stuck in her ribs.
You dirty, rotten scoundrel. All right.
All right, now this is Morpheus's situation. Like I said, allegedly, Morpheus claims to be the father of a girl that was found deceased inside of a car in Atlanta. She got that way because her husband had unalived her and things like that. I guess allegedly she's been missing for a matter of weeks. And the very next day after he just did what he did and said what he said about my shit, which was incorrect. Yes, my ex-husband did domestically abuse me. However, he did not hit me with the bat, nor do I find it appropriate that he would throw my story as a way to get back at me when I'm talking real shit over here. He promotes sexual predators, and that is what we've shown. Yet he claims that we're over here lying on him and slandering him. No, nigga, that's what you're doing, okay? Now, there was a outcry for cash apps and people that hit the GoFundMe and things like that. I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, but it's not Morpheus's daughter, not even a stepdaughter. It's a woman that he was married to's daughter that came after him, I guess, after their relationship. You know what I'm saying? So she met another man, I guess, and had a child with him afterwards. So the real father is alive and was in the press conference. And a lot of you guys called that out, but a lot of you guys missed that he just massively, you know, contradicted his very own words, because just the day before this video right here that you're about to listen to, he just tried to throw my abuse in my face like I was the abuser. Like somehow, some way I did something to deserve that type of abuse. And that is exactly the type of behavior that I'm talking about over there in the HOK. And Nepal, you're a dumb, stupid, dusty ass fucking bitch.
Black Power family, welcome to another Saneter TV House of Consciousness production. This is a sad day for me, for our brother Morpheus. Remember, we came and told you that Morpheus' daughter was missing, and he gave me a call this morning and told me they found her in a car with a bullet.
2022, yes.
And she is now gone. And it was over some crazy shit. They caught the perpetrator. They caught the goddamn murderer. Comes to find out it was the husband, because the husband got jealous. See, that's what I mean by y'all niggas, man. Y'all some weak ass niggas.
But just the day before it was, what did she do to her husband to make him beat her? The contradictions.
You can do all of this shit to your woman, but the minute your woman tell you, I want a divorce, I want to leave, I want to break up, you can't take it. You gotta go, you gotta do wicked shit and some evil shit, man.
And it was over some crazy shit. They caught the perpetrator. They caught the goddamn murderer. Comes to find out it was the husband, because the husband got jealous. See, that's what I mean by y'all niggas, man. Y'all some weak ass niggas. You can do all of this shit to your woman, but the minute your woman tell you, I want a divorce, I want to leave, I want to break up, you can't take it. You gotta go, you gotta do wicked shit and some evil shit, man.
And it was over some crazy shit. They caught the perpetrator. They caught the goddamn murder. Comes to find out it was the husband, because the husband got jealous. See, that's what I mean by y'all niggas, man. Y'all some weak ass niggas. You can do all of this shit to your woman, but the minute your woman tell you, I want a divorce, I want to leave, I want to break up, you can't take it.
So how did he know what the abuse or whatever led to, or the reason why? Instead, he just said that I made him do something. And that sounds like an abusive man. Like, I see what H.O.E was saying above in the chat. That's facts.
You gotta go, you gotta do wicked shit and some evil shit, man.
They sound dumb over there. Burt Lip over there, she sound dumb. This is why, and y'all know what I'm talking about, Funky Throne, aka Burt Lip. And this is why her husband, remember that's what I'm telling you, her husband beat the shit out of Burt Lip, Funky Throne, with a baseball bat. She gonna, now that I'm saying it, she will address it. I want to know, Funky Throne, Burt Lip, why did your husband had to beat your ass with a baseball bat and left you for dead, goddammit? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying, because he knew you was a no good, dirty, rotten scoundrel. He knew, and that's your baby daddy. He knew that you was a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Let's see if she addressed that. Oh yeah. See, I'm not coming in with no lies. I'm coming in with real shit. And Burt Lip, Funky Throne, know exactly what I'm talking about, because she can't mind her goddamn business. So her baby daddy was somewhere else getting poom-poom, and she going crazy and getting mad and want to jump up in somebody's face. Brothers can't take that shit. Sometimes I can take it because my skin is tough. But the nigga gets mad, grabs a baseball bat, and begin to beat the living out of her ass. Am I lying, Funky Throne, Burt Lip? Or do I need to pull up the receipt with you saying it coming out of your own damn mouth? Watch Funky Throw come in and address it now. See, y'all want to play games with me. Let's ask that question.
And if that did happen to me, which that's not what happened, but if that did happen to me, why should I be ashamed of that? Like,
what type of piece of shit can you be to make your own husband want to beat your ass with a baseball bat and leave you for dead? Check. God damn. You had to be a, the B word. I don't want to do too much family, but you had to be a low down dirty. For a man to do that to his baby mother, and you worrying about Saneter. You over there talking about Saneter, your daughter out there gangbanging. You got a lot of nerve. Your daughter out there gangbanging. You smoke cigarettes by the pound.
oh,
Check.
this man.
And you worrying about what Saneter doing and how Saneter doing it. God damn it, my family, we happy over here. I'm happy over here.
And all this stuff about, I never had this problem with so-and-so, you're a goddamn lie. There's not a woman in Saneter's life who's happy. And that's facts. I know how to lie and smile for the camera too, so if you get somebody sitting up there talking about, oh, I'm happy, the gun is stuck in her ribs.
You dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Now let's unpack that. Saneter claims that my lips are burnt, but in the video that he's referring to, I was drinking red wine and my lips were stained. My ex-husband never hit me with a bat, and we do not have kids together. So he was not my baby daddy. He never left me for dead, but if I was beat or left bloody and left for dead, would it be funny or somehow my fault? Because if that's what he's saying, I find that very funny when less than 24 hours later, his supporter came out and told him that he just lost his daughter to domestic abuse. My ex-husband abusing me had nothing to do with cheating, so it wasn't that I, made the situation worse or anything like that. I was actually trying to leave him and he flipped out, which is the same situation as what's going on with Morpheus's daughter. Saneter stated that she was trying to leave him and he went and unalived her. And I think it's unfortunate that that even happened. And this video is in no way, shape, or form intended to bully or attack that situation, the parents and the family or friends related to that woman. However, this is the same type of situations that Saneter will do. The night before, he was just making fun of what he claimed to be my story. And then not less than a couple of hours later, he's getting information that they finally had found Morpheus's daughter and she was unalived in this manner. But my abuse would be funny? That's interesting. He also stated that my daughter gangbangs. My daughter does not gangbang. First of all, I have two daughters. One of my daughters is 14 and the other one is 5. But my 14-year-old daughter doesn't go anywhere except school, sports, or family. So where exactly is she gangbanging at? And I know he ain't talking about my 5-year-old. And finally, before we go back into his hypocrisy, see, Saneter likes to make fun of my voice, and that's fine and everything, but my voice didn't get like this cigarette at all, period. And Nepal once tried to throw in my face, oh, you smoke marijuana. Marijuana is legal where I live at, boo. But I also have a medical card, so it is what it is. I stopped smoking cigarettes over 8 months ago, so that, period. But let's go look at his hypocrisy again. Let's go.
So, Sister Freedom, is all right to let the people know Morpheus might be on later, because I just called him, and he said he's with the family, but he'll come back in a little while. So it's all right to tell people what you heard and what happened. It's all right.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Morpheus did not say it was all right to disclose any information on this in that phone call. He just said that he's with the family. And again, let me point out that Morpheus is not the biological father or really the stepfather, but, salute to him for allegedly taking care of this child, through times of her life or whatever. I'm not trying to minimize what would be the position of a stepfather at all, but he came out and claimed that this was his daughter.
You want to come in? You want to come in and hit the link? Oh, you want
No. Okay, yeah. So we did hear that they found the daughter and that she was deceased. And we also heard that the car, for some reason, was all burnt up.
Yeah, they tried to get rid of the evidence.
Rid of the evidence. And so much, they have not given any information so far as what her condition, her body is in.
Right.
But they did find her, and that they got more suspects now too as
They
well.
arrested the husband, and now
I'm not sure.
no, he told me that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
he said they arrested the husband, and now they are going after the husband's brother because he partaked in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Mm.
All because,
Yes, it is.
all because she wanted a divorce. And these niggas,
Oh,
man, they get so
my God.
goddamn weak and emotional. These brothers always talking about how emotional our women can be. Who are the most emotional beings on the planet? It's you big brothers, man.
Yes. I took that baby's life.
You just proved in the clip earlier that you were in an emotional state of mind when you responded to me trying to throw up whatever you claim the abuse that I endured, that I was allegedly hit in the face with a bat, left for dead, all this, I'm smoking pounds of cigarettes, this, that, and the fifth.
She just had a child.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Bringing up my daughter and shit. Bitch ass nigga, keep my daughter's name out your mouth, ho.
Mm-mm.
So now we found out that the car was burned. They tried to get rid of the evidence and burn the car up. And they found the bullet. Where was the bullet at? In the head or where?
Look at the insensitivity. He was just like, where was the bullet found? In her head? So what if Morpheus's family just started tuning in to listen to this and they started right at that portion?
I'm not sure exactly where it was at. My goodness, they shot her. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So now they don't know what happened, but they're running with that she was shot in the head. We don't know or whatever. You know, I don't remember whatever, but let's go back into it.
Sound dumb over there. Burnt lip over there. She sound dumb. This is why, and y'all know what I'm talking about, Funky Throne, aka Burnt Lip. And this is why her husband, that's what I'm telling you. Her husband beat the shit out of Burnt Lip, Funky Throne.
You're an idiot.
With a baseball bat. She gonna, now that I'm saying it, she will address it. I want to know, Funky Throne, Burnt Lip, why did your husband had to beat your ass with a baseball bat and left you for dead, goddammit? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying because he knew you was a no
So
good.
Saneter or one of his grease goons sent this nigga in here, or is this nigga this propane Oakland or whatever? Bruh, get the fuck out of here. If you think this nigga won by throwing domestic abuse in somebody's face and then lying about their story, lying on their child and other various lies, and then the next day come back and act like, oh, you know, what happened to Morpheus's daughter and this, that, and the fifth. So I guess if I would have died, then it would have mattered, right? Okay. But see how I roll is that type of shit is not really, you know, a ether or a drag, especially when this bitch ass nigga knows that I already responded to those lies over a year ago. So go fuck off and die in a corner somewhere, you fucking weirdo.
Good, dirty, rotten scandal. He knew, and that's your baby daddy. He knew that you was a dirty, rotten
Just
scandal.
lying.
Let's see if she addressed that. Oh, yeah. See, I'm not coming in with no lies. I'm coming in with real shit.
He definitely raging. Every fucking stream, he coming up here, you know, having to do this shit, making himself look stupid as fuck to fight against real things that the people are pointing out. This dude, my abuse has nothing to do with the fact that you support pedophiles, my nigga. The fuck?
Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, know exactly what I'm talking about because he can't mind her goddamn business. So her baby daddy was somewhere else getting pum-pum.
So if we said that Morpheus's daughter was shot because she couldn't mind her business, would that be okay, Saneter? Because see, you really don't know what happened at all. And from the press conference or whatever, they were saying that her mother didn't even know that she was married or something. I know I heard that somewhere. It's in this video. And I'm not making fun of her death at all. But she was the same age as I was when I went through that experience. I was leaving my husband that night when he did what he did. So how is it any different?
And she going crazy and getting mad and want to jump up in somebody's face. Brothers can't take that shit. Sometimes I can take it because my skin is tough. But the nigga gets mad, grabs a baseball bat, and begin to beat the living out of her ass. Am I lying, Funky Throne Burnt Lip? Or do I need to pull up the receipt?
I'm really convinced that Saneter, besides him being a pedophile supporter and a douchebag and an abusive nigga and all that, I believe that he also has like dementia or Alzheimer's because, even I remember what happened last year. Now, I'm not 60 like Saneter, but, somebody could have told him, like, you already said that before. And also, it just doesn't look good that he's allegedly, in this polygamous relationship with Nepal, and she's supposed to be a woman's advocate, and he's a big channel holder that is going after somebody else for some alleged abuse that he made up 5 minutes ago before this, or he remembered some shit that Clyde Diva done told him and ran with that narrative. If you don't know Clyde Diva, she's in the black sector, and what she does is she will know your story and then she will add her own twists and turns to it and things like that. The whole idea or whatever about domestic abuse was not a secret. I came on my channel and talked about it to help other people and things like that. But she thinks it's appropriate for this nigga to play with my abuse, but she was locked in a dog cage by her ex-husband. So I'm just wondering, like, when is enough enough? And I saw that she also allegedly had dropped a video where she was asking for cash apps and then privated it or unlisted it or whatever, which was interesting. There was a lot of other people like Garfield, things like that. So this like answer to the contradiction. How can on the 4th of August you come out here and, put it in a way to where it's like I deserved whatever type of abuse and stuff like that. And in reality, the girl that just lost her life, our stories are very similar, but I obviously was not unalive. And that's no shade to the family or the case or anything like that. I think it's unfortunate that it happened like that. But like, what is the difference? That's the only difference. And again, I'm not trying to make this about me, but people just overlook the hypocrisy that this nigga just displayed.
What you saying it coming out of your own damn mouth. Watch Funky Throne come in and address it now. See, y'all wanna play games with me.
This nigga is a liar.
Let's ask that question. What type of piece of shit can you be to make your own husband beat your ass with a baseball bat and leave you for dead? Check. God damn. You had to be a, the B word. I don't want to do too much family, but you had to be a low down dirty. For a man to do that to his baby mother. And you worrying about Saneter. You over there talking about Saneter, your daughter out there gangbanging. Bitch, you got a lot of nerve.
Now, when I talk about how your grown-ass daughter, you videotaped your grown-ass daughter dancing around on the dance floor like a prostitute, like a stripper, don't say nothing. Period, point blank. Because my 14-year-old daughter, see, you're 60. So that means that your daughter got to be in her 30s, 40s, some shit, right? My daughter is 14, bitch. 14 years old. And what's wrong with y'all attacking fucking children? That's all y'all niggas do over there is make pedophilic statements, attack children, attack survivors. That's it.
Out there gangbanging. You smoke cigarettes by the pound.
It's good, Belle.
Check.
Facts.
And you worried about what Saneter doing and how Saneter doing it. God damn it, my family, we happy over here.
Really not.
I'm happy over here.
And all this stuff about, I never had this problem with so-and-so, you're a goddamn lie. There's not a woman in Saneter's life who's happy. And that's facts. I know how to lie and smile for the camera too, so if you get somebody sitting up there talking about, oh, I'm happy.
Oh, I won't. Now we're going to listen to the lady that was in a dog cage, child, and he, conveniently left that out. We're going to listen to how she recently felt about Saneter Studios and his abuse on her.
Yeah, the gun is stuck in her ribs.
See, in the first portion, the first video that I just played, and then I cut it off, there's pretty much all of the times. I believe I got one or two other times, but there was all of the times where Saneter and, the bitch in the dog cage got, into it on YouTube. But this one, I just cut it down to this.
You dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Live stream saying, sadly, I'm leaving the HOK again, and I will not. I went back. Saneter was begging me to come back, and I went back, got abused, got back into the whole thing, people attacking me. When I left, when he publicly went live and accused me of, and lied and said that I took money from him, which was a lie, I left, and I told him I'm leaving. I can't keep on getting abused by you. Went back, and it's another nightmare. Saneter has publicly humiliated me, verbally abused me, and allowed other people to do it for the last time. This isn't anything that is private. He always talks about how he gaslights me and says, you talk about my private business. No, everybody sees what you do to me, Saneter, but you're the one who went live with my mother's voice and talked about me. Sick of them still calling me a whore. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. They're calling me a drug addict tonight, but they call me a drug addict, alcoholic, prostitute. And as far as any other sister who's sitting with Saneter, when they see him abusing me on the internet, talking about it's the toughest environment. No. When I do something, it gets him off. It makes him feel like a man.
It's the weakest environment to be in, because the way that he has to censor people that have a problem with what he's doing, that means it's weak. It's not tough. You know what I'm saying? It's not tough. Just like you went right back to him because you're weak.
To disrespect me and say, oh, you don't have discipline. No, Saneter, you don't have discipline. Because if you had discipline.
But I've been away from my abusive ex-husband for 11 years now. You're in this. You've been in this relationship with him for 3 years, and you just keep getting disrespected and all type of shit. Right, Napa? Almost called her Clyde. Right, Napa?
And you know how to treat women. You don't. You're abusive. And I can't wait till that sister gets wind of how you treat me. And we'll see if she wants to come on your channel. She doesn't like when men mistreat women. And Saneter talked about me and told Quinn to come back to the channel and publicly disrespect me. So it's over. It's over. Everybody that's on the HOK, I'm sorry. I tried. I went back. It's the same. He lied. He said, I'm never going to disrespect you. But he can't control himself. Talking about discipline. He cannot control himself. He's gaslighting me even now, guys. Y'all don't even know. He is such a gaslighter. Such a gaslighter, so abusive. If I was sitting on a panel and a man was disrespecting his wife, I'd be like, that's not nice how you're treating your wife. I would say, that's the kind of sister I am. I'd say, why are you treating your wife like that, brother? But he really doesn't respect women. He wants to put an eggplant in the fellow's mouth, and he calls her a bitch. He calls them all bitches, so they're dumb. So I'm just, now I'm telling the truth, because I'm tired of him gaslighting me. I'm tired of being abused after he called a meeting publicly accusing me of stealing, which was a lie. If you're a man that has been abusing you for years, over 3 years, cursing you on the internet, putting in the back chat, saying, shut the F up, it's you, Napa, and treating me, fuck you. You have Napoleon complex, Saneter. Yeah, I said it. I've never done this, but I'm doing it. Well, I have done this, but I'm doing it again. I try not to, but you don't care. He told me, shut the F up, many times. Like, I have his back. You guys saw me standing with Saneter side by side, because I made a conscious choice to stand side by side with Saneter and say, yeah, they said he's a thief. Yeah, he keeps on messing with these people who are suspect. I'm going to fight for him. I'm going to say, no, he isn't. He's a good person. And I did all of that just to be disrespected all the time on the internet. He'll run and say, yeah, you did this and that. Women who pretended to be my friends, get on the phone with him, but they're supposed to be sisters. But I respect sisters who stand for sisters, 100%. But if a man continues to curse me out...
But you don't stand for sisters, though.
On a panel for 3 years, putting me in the back chat for other people who have disrespected him, talking crazy to me, and I'm still sitting there like, oh, please don't talk to me. Yeah, because I'm going to speak right now before he goes and tries to play me again and act like, oh, Napa did this. I didn't do anything. I'm not looking for your sympathy, but I'm letting you know I'm stepping away, and I will do what everybody else does. Every time I do something, I gotta be having sex with somebody. I'm a grown woman. Nobody pays my bills. Take the soundbite. For 3 years, I bought my own car. I pay my own rent. But the next time I get married, because I will be married, my husband is going to pay my rent, or at least gonna help me pay my rent, and he's going to take care of me. He's damn sure not gonna sit on the internet and curse me out for raggedy ass bitches and niggas. Excuse my language. You cursed me out on the internet publicly. I warned you. I told Saneter, please stop disrespecting me. I don't want to do this, but if you continue, I will have to go and talk about it. Now I know my HOK family is like, oh, not again. Somebody tell Saneter the truth, that he's disrespectful and abusive. And all this stuff about, I never had this problem with so-and-so. You're a goddamn lie. There's not a woman in Saneter's life who's happy. And that's facts. I know how to lie and smile for the camera too, so if you get somebody sitting up there talking about, oh, I'm happy, the gun is stuck in her ribs. He needs to learn how to treat women. He needs to learn how to treat his wives. Because now he's down to one. I don't give a fuck what he tells you, okay? You better start treating that one right. And I want to apologize to her for anything that I've done. I'm done, okay? I love you, Saneter. You can start beating up other people. You can have everybody knows that I've beaten up everybody, and I still get nothing. I get treated like crap. Oh, you guys send me some pictures of your pussy if you want to get manager on the HOK. I do. I don't give a fuck if you are my husband. You don't treat me right. You don't respect me, Saneter. You got it? It's over. Now I'm dropping some bombs. People calling meetings on me talking about I stole money. What kind of man does that when it wasn't true? Him getting up on panels. Oh, I'm cool with you, Emily M. I'm cool with you, Neo X. And those women were going in on me on that panel. Yeah, I don't get over. I moved. I stayed. He continued to disrespect me, and tonight was the last time. All the times that Saneter has talked filthy under women's clothes, talked about little 3-year-old babies, 3-year-old babies. 3-year-old babies. Really? 3-year-old babies? I've never called you and said, or turned on you and got on the panel. Saneter, you're disgusting talking about that baby. I stood quiet behind you. I've never called you and said, or turned on you and got on the panel. Saneter, you're disgusting talking about that baby. I stood quiet behind you as a woman. Well, Saneter, I told you, this is it. The HOK may be the best platform, it may be the biggest platform, but I'm going to stand as a woman, finally show you sisters, I did it. I did it. And now, he's, for me, dropping dead. I don't want that to happen to Saneter, but I'm done. I will walk away quietly, like many people have. I will walk away quietly, like many people have. I will walk away quietly, like many people have. Like Brother Garfield, who he wanted me to go in on. I have no problem with that, but I don't care. What, did you F him? That's how he talks to me. The book is coming. Did you F him? What are you talking about? It's 5 in the morning. F you, bitch. Hangs up in my face. This is the type of shit I deal with. It's just a little tiny morsel of abuse. I said, why'd you do that to me, Saneter? What'd I do? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm just stressed out because it sounds like you're defending them. You don't do that to people. But I stood with him. I said, baby, calm down. Let me talk to you. Don't do this. Okay, you're right. Oh, thank you. So when you gonna come see me? No. You just curse me out. You just call me at 5 in the morning, curse me out. For no reason. And accuse me of being a Garfield because I said you shouldn't be beefy with people who you've been friends with for, 19 years? I'm tired. So I should just keep on eating bowls of shit? I went over there to kill a priest because I could. I left. It wasn't a goddamn secret. And I come back to the HOK? What's she doing back? Oh, baby, they can say that because you dogged me out because you went to kill a priest. Are you joking? Did you leave out the episode where you called a meeting and had the whole world sitting there with my mother playing, my 83-year-old mother who just had surgery on her intestines, and you were badgering her, talking about, oh, where's my mom? Then we got chargebacks. My mom is still paying for those chargebacks. Oh, Napai, you stole it. I stole. And that's another thing. I don't even know Queen's Throne. I don't know any of these brothers and sisters. And you know what he tells me, everybody? Well, that's why Queen's Throne hates you. That's why to her. I said, I don't know those people. They hate me because of you. And I still stand with you because I love you. I warned him. I said, Saneter, no more. Oh, you're not a good wife. Enough of the gaslighting, bro. Enough of the gaslighting. It's over, okay? And I'm not regretting that I stood with you because that's the type of woman I am. You made bad choices. I try to stand with you until you don't make any more bad choices. I can't do it anymore. Somebody else is going to have to pick up the slack. Oh, I forgot. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Maybe Cynthia. I don't know. But I know one thing, I was there for you. But my dumb ass did it because I'm gonna stand with my man, I'm gonna do with my man. But then getting cursed out on the internet, people laughing at you, Apostle rubbing his fat rock gut belly while Saneter's cursing me out, throwing me in the back chat. Oh, you so down, you so distant, you can't keep your fucking mouth closed. The party's over, Saneter. You're gonna have to do that to somebody else. And you won't, you know why? Because you don't get off on it like you get off doing it to me. Show me one person who stood for you and stood with you like I did. I'm not talking about Cynthia off the internet. I stood by you and you shit on me. It's over. Oh, since I'm telling the truth, I went on Nature Boy, but that shit wasn't even supposed to go that way. I had to pretend that I was going to be okay with Nature Boy, or I wasn't going to be a part of the interview. That's what Saneter told me. Oh, since I'm telling the truth, I went on Nature Boy, but that shit wasn't even supposed to go that way. I had to pretend that I was going to be okay with Nature Boy, or I wasn't going to be a part of the interview. That's what Saneter told me. Oh, since I'm telling the truth, I went on Nature Boy, but that shit wasn't even supposed to go that way. I had to pretend that I was going to be okay with Nature Boy, or I wasn't going to be a part of the interview. That's what Saneter told me. If you do anything, if you go in on him, don't say anything. I'm not letting you on, because I'm talking about we're going to go take be Nature Boy's cameraman and walk around like hell I am. But I wish you the best. Shout out to Jaja Ali. Shout out to Sarah Siddonseti. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to everybody who said, I can't do this anymore with Saneter. He's too fucked up. Now imagine if you're married to him and he's supposed to be treating you right, but he's cursing you out and treating you like shit in public. Natasha Daw is done with the HOK. Oh, I heard Saneter, this person was saying you have HIV. Oh, but all those people are sitting up on him, talking to him, and he's rubbing his feet, and he's like, yeah, go get Natasha, she's evil. Even though you know you do have a wife, basically, and kind of like a so-so, and the other wife, but really only have one. Why are you still out there looking for bitches? You told me that you were done with getting wives before I married you. I'm sitting up with you with a bunch of bitches hanging on. I don't believe in bitches sitting up in your face, talking about they don't like poly, but they still want to do sneaky links. You're too old for that. Get it together. You keep on doing what you
It said on the screen that the audio was July of 2023, Shaka.
do in the toughest environment, but tough doesn't
July. It says on the screen.
mean that I have to keep on getting disrespected.
It's gonna come up in a minute. It's already done it like 3 times, 2 times at least.
Especially for people who have said that you have AIDS and did all this stuff to you.
Good curse. I did include you in the credits because when it came to the Morpheus situation, I used a couple of your shorts.
No, it's not happening anymore. Make note. 7/15/2023. Shalom. 3-year-old babies. 3-year-old babies. 3-year-old babies.
All right. Peace and Black Power, family.
All right, text you back. I didn't get a text from you at all.
Welcome to another Saneter TV House of Consciousness Production. This is a sad day for me, for our brother Morpheus. Remember, we came and told you that Morpheus' daughter was missing, and he gave me a call this morning and told me they found her in a car with a bullet in her. and she is now gone. So I spoke to him. He was being
Thank you. You did a good job at capturing that too, I meant to say.
as strong as he can, but I could hear the breaking in his voice. I could hear it, the cracking. And yeah, they found his daughter, man. She just had a baby, man. Just had a baby. So that's like sad, man. Oh man. And it was over some crazy shit. They caught the perpetrator. They caught the goddamn murderer. Comes to find out it was the husband, because the husband got jealous. See, that's what I mean by y'all niggas, man. Y'all some weak ass niggas. You can do.
Yeah, she was missing at first for like, I think 3 weeks or something. I don't know. I think they kind of say it. And then on the 5th, I guess they had found her deceased in a car with a bullet wound.
All of this shit to your woman.
Yeah, no, it's not his daughter. It's not his daughter. And we're going to get into that in this one. I had to add to this and take away from it. But again, I do have another edit where I already showed a portion of it where I debunked him, Saneter, about some of the comments that he made in February of 2022. So there is another edit. I'll probably put that up on my other channel and premiere it.
But the minute your woman
Don't
tell
look
you,
at
I
it
want a
today.
divorce, I want to leave, I want to break up, you can't take it. You gotta go. You gotta do wicked shit and some
Right.
evil shit, man. If y'all want, I could give him a call. If y'all would like to hear from him, I'll give him a call. I think he is strong enough to talk to the people. You know, it's just crazy, man. It's a sad day, man. Sad day. Let me give him
Morpheus allegedly lost his daughter and he's going to call Morpheus. It's just kind of insensitive to me.
a call and see if he'll pick up.
If he was the father.
Let the brother grieve.
Hello?
Yeah, peace, brother Morpheus. I want you to know I'm live, brother.
Oh, okay. I'm with the family. Give me a little bit. I hit you in a minute. Okay.
Okay, all right, brother. Got you. All right. As you can hear, he's with the family right now. It's been so much wickedness and scamming and all of that on the tube. Yeah, you spoke to him this morning, Chris? Yeah, he's in a lot of grief right now. Yeah, I know. She's a young, beautiful sister, man. Damn. That shit, man, just to think about that. Think about my baby. Think about my children. You know? Show some support, whatever y'all can donate. 5, 10,
It's messing up again. Okay, it fixed itself.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Doing it
40.
again. I hate that it does this shit, man. What the fuck?
Whatever. 100, 75, 200, whatever y'all can donate. Show some support, whatever y'all can donate. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever. 100, 75, 200, whatever y'all can donate.
Show some support, whatever y'all could donate. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever. 100, 75, 200, whatever y'all could donate.
I need help bad. You can't even talk to the baby out in the street getting ready to get ran over by a car. Get out that damn street. Don't you dare talk to my son like that. Don't you dare talk to my child. Who the hell? You know, that's where we at today. Y'all know the truth. That's where we at as a people today, man. You can't even talk to the baby out in the street getting ready to get ran over by a car. Get out that damn street. Don't you dare talk to my son like that. Don't you dare talk to my child. Who the hell? You know, that's where we at today. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's where we at as a people today, man.
You can't even talk to the baby out in the street getting ready to get ran over by a car. Get out that damn street. Don't you dare talk to my son like that. Don't you dare talk to my child. Who the hell? You know, that's where we at today. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's where we at as a people today, man.
Facts, I sent the brother something. Beautiful. Beautiful. I sent the brother a buck myself. 100. I sent him 100 myself. Just to contribute. Put there. How old was she? I think she was... if I'm not mistaken, I don't really want to know. I don't really want to say it. But I think she was like in her 30s, like 31, 32, around there. I don't know. Oh, 32. Someone said 32, so they know. Yeah, she was 32. She was married, and she just had a child. Just had a child. So, they sound sound dumb over there. Burnt lip over there, she sound dumb. This is why, and y'all know I'm talking about Funky Throne, aka Burnt Lip. And this is why her husband, remember this what I'm telling you, her husband beat the shit out of Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, with a baseball bat. She gonna, now that I'm saying it, she will address it. I wanna know, Funky Throne, Burnt Lip, why did your husband had to beat your ass with a baseball bat and left you for dead, goddammit? Say I'm lying.
And then part of me wants to think that he knows that we've already went through this and already made him feel stupid the last time, February 16th of 2022. But he just did it because he's childish as hell.
Say I'm lying because he knew you was a no good, dirty, rotten scoundrel. He knew, and that's your baby.
That's a fact, Sugar Man. That's a fact.
Daddy, he knew that you was a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Let's see if she addressed that. Oh yeah. See, I'm not coming in with no lies. I'm coming in with real shit. And Burnt Lip, Funky Throne.
Polite's closed. I'm dead.
Oh, know exactly what I'm talking about. Because she can't mind her goddamn business. So her baby daddy was somewhere else getting poom-poom.
That's what's up, Suge. You've worked very hard, so you definitely deserve it, bro.
She going crazy and getting mad and want to jump up in somebody's face. Brothers can't take that shit. Sometimes I can take it because my skin is tough. But the nigga gets mad, grabs a baseball bat, and begin to beat the living out of her ass. Am I lying, Funky Throne, Burnt Lip? Or do I need to pull up the receipts? With you saying it coming out of your own damn mouth. Watch Funky Throne come in and address it now. See, y'all wanna play games with me. Let's ask that question. What type of piece of shit can you be to make your own husband wanna beat your ass with a baseball bat and leave you for dead? Check.
That's a fact, Zen. That's a fact.
Huh. God damn. You had to be a, the B word. I don't want to do too much for family, but you had to be a low down, dirty for a man to do that to his baby mother. And you worrying about Saneter. You over there talking about Saneter, your daughter out there gangbanging. Bitch, you got a lot of nerve. Your daughter out there gangbanging.
Much love right back, Suge. You know I support you. Definitely 100.
You smoke cigarettes by the pound. Check. And you worrying about what Saneter doing and how Saneter doing it. God damn it, my family, we happy over here. I'm happy over here.
And all this stuff about, I never had this problem with so-and-so, you're a goddamn lie. There's not a woman in Saneter's life who's happy. And that's facts. I know how to lie and smile for the camera too, so if you get somebody sitting up there talking about, oh, I'm happy, the gun is stuck in her ribs.
You dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Because everybody will be watching this video. You can do that. I'm live right now. And people are responding, and they are hitting his cash app. Because he took on the responsibility now of raising his 3 grandchildren.
This is on Kurtz's channel. I didn't even know that Kurtz had a channel, but I am subscribed now. So I seen the clips.
Oh, yeah. I talked to him live.
Yeah.
I talked to him.
That's good, brother.
I gave my dog a little time there.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop over there, though, sir.
Okay, that's what's up, brother. Peace.
All right, thanks. All right.
You're not my dad! You also want to hear something! Ugly ass fucking... You're not my dad! You also want to hear something!
Now that's Morpheus for real. Which, when I had seen the press conference, I was like, that ain't Morpheus, because on one of the videos or whatever, Morpheus was in the chat. And you know how like you put somebody up here and you could see the picture? I remembered it was the same picture. So when I'd seen more video of him, I was like, hell nah. But you could tell when you see the victim in the case's real father, you know that it's not Morpheus.
You're not my dad! You also want to hear something! Ugly ass fucking... You're not my dad! You also want to hear something! Ugly ass fucking...
Shame. 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 Search for a Rockdale County mother of 4 ends in tragedy.
Now, why would it just start fucking up here? Okay, hold on. Let me do it like this. Okay.
29-year-old Imani Roberson had been missing for more than 2 weeks. Investigators found her body in Atlanta yesterday. Her husband behind bars tonight, charged with her murder. Atlanta News First Bridget Spencer has more from Conyers.
For the parents of Imani Roberson, their worst fears have now been realized.
I said my goodbyes to my daughter. Yeah.
So as you've seen that beautiful woman that was just in the picture, she is the victim in this case. I really don't think that Saneter knew a lot of what he was talking about, but this is the actual biological father of the woman, and this is the mother.
Good day. And I told her, I promised her when I laid there with Royal that we will work with whoever we have to, and all people that's involved will be held accountable.
The Rockdale County Sheriff says they located their body in Atlanta on Friday. This after a weeks-long search. The 29-year-old mother of 4 was last seen alive on July 16th after eating dinner with her mother.
After leaving her mother's house, Imani returned home with 2 of her 4 children.
And on July 27th, investigators found her SUV on Metropolitan Parkway in Atlanta, torched from the inside out. And now investigators say the discovery of her body led them to her husband, Donnell Anderson, who is now in custody.
And it was clear that foul play was evident in the disappearance of Imani. We spoke to several individuals, collected a number of evidence to include blood in our victim's home and in other places that I won't be specific on.
Sheriff Eric Levitt says another arrest will certainly be made, as there was at least one more person involved. In the meantime, this grieving family now left heartbroken.
We thank you for your continued prayers and support as we work to care for Imani's beautiful boys without a mother.
In Conyers, Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
You don't know what he's going through. I spoke to him. He was being as strong as he can, but I could hear the breaking in his voice. I could hear it.
Now, Saneter had went up there and acted like Morpheus was going to be taking care of these children, him and his wife, when in reality, it would be the grandmother. It was already stated that the grandmother will be, watching the kids and raising the kids and things like that. I don't know if she's still married to the father, but why would he come out and raise money in this manner? But my main thing is that he claimed that it was his daughter, and the father was right there. Like, he wasn't even at her news conference or nothing. And people said because, he wanted to move out the way for the family and shit. But there were several other people there. And I'm just wondering why he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said he was, right?
And they found his daughter, man. She just had a baby, man. Just had a baby. And now he have taken on the responsibility of raising his 3 grandchildren from his daughter. So he is now...
Saneter, your trolls are weird as hell.
Raising the children, him and his wife. So that's...
I lost to the state of Georgia. And if you think it's going to break me, it's not. I done seen all I can see. 3 of my babies gone. I want to thank Rockdale County. I didn't want to give y'all the chance, and I wanted him so bad. But I trust him.
A man accused of killing his own wife, who disappeared in mid-July, is being held in jail accused of her death. Donnell Anderson faced a judge for the first time today, having his bond denied. Atlanta News First reporter Asia Wilson reports from the Rockdale County Jail.
You could feel and see the emotion coming from Imani Roberson's family as her husband stood before a judge inside of the Rockdale County Jail. This newly released footage shows the moment 22-year-old Donnell Anderson is denied bond.
This man chose to literally murder this woman and then try to act like a father.
On Friday, Anderson was arrested accused...
He looked like his daughter, too. The man that was just right here, not Morpheus.
...of murdering his 29-year-old wife,
so
Imani
sad.
Roberson. a mother of 4 children, all under 12, including a small baby.
I was looking at her baby last night. I don't understand how you could kill your baby's mother, but she also has 3 more to kill. It's like you're killing them.
Roberson was reported missing in mid-July, but on July 27th, her SUV was found burned from the inside out. This week, her body located in an undisclosed location in Atlanta. On Sunday, Anderson stood before a Rockdale County judge charged in connection to her death. In the courtroom, Robeson's sister looked directly at him, delivering this message.
I just let him know, like, you're dumb to me, not a gangster. You're a coward. It's a lot I want to say. I can't think. Like, I haven't been able to freaking sleep for weeks straight.
A Rockdale County Sheriff Eric Levette says another arrest will be made along with more charges in this case. Robeson's dad, depending on the wheels of justice.
We're going to make sure that this malicious, malevolent person, to be so young, does not ever see the streets again.
The Rockdale County Sheriff's Office says Roberson's family will be holding a candlelight ceremony at 8 p.m. on tomorrow on Plantation Boulevard. In Rockdale County, Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.
Tonight I have a small panel. I'm waiting for Lamine to come on. And I have on the line a former New York City homicide detective who is my close friend. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You looking at that girl, bandana wearing, dressing up like a hood chick, bona fide homicide detective, right? And she's a friend of mine. And, right, I don't use them, but they're there. So, and you also have to know I worked in a public defender office for many years. And I know the difference between right and wrong. And I lived in Castle Hill Projects. I know the difference between right and wrong. And y'all can say whatever y'all say about Brother Reggie. Y'all, let me take off my glasses. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know nothing about my professional. Y'all don't know nothing. Tonight, I am going to clear up some bad deeds on YouTube about what's been going on with my brother Morpheus and his family. We're going to go through the story.
So by this time they're doing cleanups because people are asking questions. They notice that the father does not look like the father that was in the Morpheus is not the actual father. Basically, that's what people were noticing and things like that. So who comes out to clean up the scene? Reggie, of course, the co-signer, right? And I think that he did a horrible job, but let's get to it.
In this matter, I made a phone call to my childhood friend, Queen B, to help us out on this matter really early, right? She didn't work on a case. She worked indirectly. She spoke to the mother of Imani, Clarine, and she spoke with...
Mind you, she's a detective of New York, and this situation happened in Atlanta.
With Morpheus, I have a former homicide New York City detective who watches Saneter, Black News 102, right? As a civilian. You can best believe, unfortunately, there are other members of law enforcement that watch the channel. I think around August 19th, Morpheus, who is a good friend of mine, called me and said, Reg, my daughter is missing.
It's July, my brother.
July 19th. He called me and he says, Reg, my stepdaughter, who is my daughter, is missing. At some point,
I could have sworn that he said the detective was his cousin or something. I guess it's a play cousin. But also, if she's going to speak to the magnitude of this, I would have expected her to be cammed up and, answer properly and stuff. As far as her, being and making claims and statements about that she kind of like worked on the case from New York. Like, that's kind of weird. You answered some questions that the Atlanta Police Department, was telling them, I'm sure, as well. But I digress.
The family began a GoFundMe, bring Imani home, right? and started a fundraiser for her. But this is a week and a half, about roughly a week and a half later. And at this point of the case, it was a missing persons case. Imani, a beautiful name, Serafina Roberson, 29-year-old mother of four, went missing in Atlanta area. She was last seen alive in Conyers, Georgia. Imani is 5 feet, 2 inches tall, medium build. Her hair is curly, currently styled in a thick knotless braid. They are a reddish in color and it runs down her back. Now, I don't know when and if this was edited, but it was a missing persons. At first, it was just money to post signage and do whatever the family can do to put enough signage around Atlanta or Georgia to try to locate her. Brother Morpheus is going through it. He's still on YouTube as a distraction.
So
right?
I don't know at what point it reached 9,000 or whatever, or what was gained before they knew that she was unalived in a car, but $9,000 at some point to like do those things, put up some signs and stuff. That's interesting.
Is in New York.
So I want to know what the beginning amount was.
Taking care of his son, who has had a life crisis. So he had left Georgia. He lives in Georgia. He left Georgia to go to New York, where he was in New York for about 3 months for a major life crisis with his son. Some people looked at the names, looked at the press conference, and said that Morpheus is not the father of the child, Imani.
Now, Rob Funk said, what the hell is he doing this for? So he claims that, this is supposed to be the homicide detective in the middle. She allegedly works in New York, even though this case was from Atlanta. This is a brother over there named La, and I guess he's close to Morpheus, and Reggie inserted himself somewhere in the story as well.
Okay, so let me explain this. Clarine was Morpheus's former girlfriend. From that,
why does it seem like Reggie is struggling to tell this story?
Relationship, they had 2 children. 2 children. During COVID, Morpheus lost his daughter to Clarine. So Clarine has 2 children by Morpheus, a son and a daughter. She passed away during COVID, right? That was traumatic for Brother Morpheus. He just used YouTube as a distraction and music and kept moving, right? No, that son and daughter for the first generation of Clarine. Then Clarine with another husband, baby father relationship has now 3 children. Imani, that we know of because of this, and 2 other children. A son that was shot and killed at 16 years old, right? And another son that died of leukemia.
I know he doing all this extra stuff. Like, I thought he was gonna and it's not funny if people have seizures, but I thought he was gonna have a seizure or stroke out or something. A stroke isn't even funny. But I was like, what? Get it out. He was really struggling. And I did edit that portion because it took him way longer. And a lot of what he talks about was discombobulated. So I may go back and re-edit to show that. But I was just trying to get to the point and show that they over here, trying to scam-splain over there. You know what I mean? Do I think that the GoFundMe is necessarily a scam? No, but allegedly in the beginning or some other portion of time, the payout person that was supposed to get the money or will get the money was somebody else. And they were also talking about, donate to the GoFundMe. Was it the same link? And also, they were saying donate to Morpheus's Cash App. And that is not directly his daughter. Period. We got to just be real about these things.
So Clarine has lost 4 children. Now, Morpheus has always been part of the family, even though he didn't have no longer a relationship with Clarine. Both of them live in Georgia. His daughter and son are Clarine's children. Daughter passes away. Son is in a situation where he can't help. So I hope
and this is not to rub salt in any wounds or whatever, but people that were in Atlanta that were related, family and friends, no disrespect to them, but they couldn't even help. And I guess at some point in time, it was stated that the mother didn't even know that her daughter had gotten married. That's alarming. You know what I mean? Maybe if they lived in a different state, I could understand that, if they didn't have communication as much. But from what the news is putting out, is that they had a very close-knit relationship. So is this the first time that he had hit her, or was there abuse before? And for some reason, obviously, the family didn't know, or she didn't tell the family, or what? Because this would have escalated fast. Now, this type of behavior where somebody that is abusive will unalive, a family member, a spouse, or whatever, that does happen like the first time sometimes. But normally there's red flags leading up to it. You know what I mean? And it seems like, as far as what we have heard, that she was going to leave her husband. They had just had a baby. Maybe they had a fallout or something like that, but she was going to leave him. So I got some questions. And again, I'm not saying that to beat up or doubt in the case or whatever. I'm just going through what we're working with. If you did not know, if you're new to my channel, those are cases. That case right there is a case that I normally would have just stumbled upon and also had given, commentary about anyway, because that's what I do. I do true crime over here, and true crime is just crimes that are true. They actually happened, and you may, go through the whole case, every step of the case and things like that, or document in some other type of manner. But this is a same type of case. So they can't claim that I'm clout chasing, because you can go on my true crime channel, which is called True Crime TV, as well as this one, as well as my Queen's Throne TV, and go down and, look at the live streams that are up and stuff like that. And what are some of the topics that we talk about? Okay. I just wanted to let people know, because, I got new subscribers and things like that, and they're over there making statements. This is what I do. It's like detective work, but on a different type of level, but I ain't trying to be a detective or nothing like that. I'm good with my job. But so I just have some questions about this story, and the fact that they're coming up with a lot of the case information that the police may not have wanted out or whatever. And also, I thought it was crazy how Reggie, the butler, was acting, as well as he gets a little angry in this clip too. Now, I didn't edit the whole thing, but just, because I was trying to get this up so I can go live today. I'm kind of late. But anyway, let's get back into it.
Clears everything up about the relationship. Morpheus.
Fuck. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. I'm waiting on the thing. This StreamYards is messing up more and more and more. And that is really crazy. Okay, here we go.
Is still in the life of his family. And because Imani and the rest of the children were, how can I say, brothers and sisters of his children, that makes him a stepfather. He had just seen them maybe prior to it happened, maybe 2-3 weeks before that. When he was in Georgia, there was a ball game. I think Imani's son was in a ball game, and Morpheus went to the ball game. There he meets Imani's husband. Does that clear that up? The relationship between Imani is that Imani is his stepdaughter, but in Morpheus's world, that is his daughter. Now she goes missing. He calls his people. So he's gonna call me, right? Whatever you say about me, I don't care, right? So what I do now is I go call Queen B. Hey, Queen B. I'm like, yo, this is happening in my life, right? Amidst the other stuff that's
absolute information, man, show
happening, right? So Morpheus gets a video from Clarine that the neighbor of Imani gives, right? I'm not going to play the video, but there's a house. If you look closely, if I blow it up, this is their neighbor, and this is Imani's house. And there's a car outside, and then the garage is open. Morpheus sends me this ringtone.
From the sound of it, her body was intact, but she was shot in the head. And in a car that was burned, they attempted to burn the car down, but they started the fire on the inside, and for some reason, it didn't ignite the whole car, is what I'm hearing, I guess.
And in his ringtone,
which is good because that would have been even worse. But the fact that they were trying to cover up, when people do that, normally they're trying to cover up evidence and stuff, fingerprints and all type of other DNA that crime scene detectives would gather.
This ring, it was activated by a bee. Somehow some bee was buzzing around, it flicked it, and then we see this. About 8 seconds later, after we see this, we hear a pow, pow, right? And but there's a gun range behind it, but we hear a single shot, and then there's other footage where the car is backing out and leaving, right? We do know that we heard a single shot. So I go call Queen B.
You sent me the video. I watched the video, and I said that was a gunshot in the video, coming from the video.
So she recognizes it as a gunshot. Okay, that's not what the family wanted to hear, but that's what it was.
He just stated that the house is located by a gun range, so ain't no telling. Again, this portion, like, Reggie isn't really knowledgeable, and he gets mad at Saneter for not, letting him do these type of things. Reggie did this one on his own on the HOK.
Was me and Queen B gave him a bunch of questions to ask Clarine to ask the detectives.
I'm pretty sure that Atlanta detectives have dealt with several homicides, so things like the clothing would have gun residue on it and things like that would be something that they would already know. You know what I mean? But as somebody that does true crime, that would be something that we would point out before the police would tell or talk about it or whatever, just as, because that's what normally happens in other cases. I mean, somebody could have got this knowledge from watching like Law and Order or another crime story show like that.
As we will ask Clarine, my brain is boiling now, right? And here's some of the questions. The clothing would have had gun residue in it and transferred to the child by picking him up, and about the GSR, the gun shot residue. Because it would travel after I talked to Queen B, right? There you go. So now, y'all don't know this. The only thing that we wanted you to know was that there was a missing persons out. Brother Morpheus's daughter is in fact missing, and there is some evidence, but we don't know what happened. And the family is thinking the best. So what I do is I call up Queen B, and we're talking to Morpheus, and then I call, then Morpheus says, wait, let me call Clarine. Okay. So at this point, Queen B, you are talking to who? Tell us about this conversation between Morpheus, myself, and Clarine. What do you remember?
Well, pretty much I was just trying to tell
Definitely not his daughter.
them, giving them a list of questions to ask the officer or the detective who was working on the case. Morpheus was a little rattled that he felt like they weren't doing too much.
But the police is not going to tell you what they're doing because they know that niggas like Reggie and shit like that. I'm not trying to attack this woman or whatever, not out of fear or whatever. There's no way to know if she's really who she says she is. I remember in other audio that I had edited for time restraints and for, not having to go through copyright issues, was Reggie claimed that he had a cousin that was a New York homicide detective and all this bus shit and all this and that. And now he's bringing her into the effects. And in the video, he had said that it was a past girlfriend's friend or family member or something like that this lady is. So why would he represent her as her cousin? Right there, you just already lying for no fucking reason. And you didn't even need to go into explanation about it, but just the fact that you did and you pull up with her and it's not your cousin. And again, I think she should have cammed up.
His daughter, and I pretty much had to explain to the both of them that they probably had a lot of information, but they cannot give out everything that they was investigating.
Okay, so the house that we saw was the house that she lived with her husband, that they found out that they was married during the investigation.
So Who didn't know that? The police didn't know that because they could have found, who the victim was, identified the body, and then known that next of kin would have technically been the husband, and they would have known all of like her family members and shit. That's weird. Who didn't know that it was her husband?
The mother, Clarine, did not know her daughter was married to the person who is now in custody.
Interesting. Because the news will tell you, and I'm not saying that they're not close knit. Again, I'm not trying to attack the mother or anything like that. But if I had ran across this story and not known the inside deets or whatever, I'm going to treat this just as the way if I would have just found it on my own and not known anything about Morpheus, the HOK, the real father, whatever, that was a whole thing or anything like that. And it's weird that the news will lead you to believe, the news clips, the family and all that will lead you to believe that this is a tight-knit family and all this and that. She was just over there eating dinner, and she may have been. But how do your daughter get married and she doesn't tell you about it? And you live in the same state, same city, same area as her. What was going on there? Because normally girls, when they get married, they want their mother there, their father, they picking out a flower girl and stuff like that. I'm sure that maybe one of her sons was a ring bearer. Maybe they didn't have a big wedding. Maybe they went to the courts, right? Or maybe they just had a small wedding, just them. But it's just kind of weird that they're close knit and she don't know that her daughter is married. So maybe really, I just want to question, so at what point did you know that this man was abusive? Did you not know that at all? Did you know that they had arguments that might lead into some aggressive behavior? Or did you know and still allow them to be together, or what? Because it seemed like, and nobody can foresee the future, but clearly if this man was unstable enough to unalive his baby mama, right, his wife, then if the family had seen aggression, they would have been, concerned about her whereabouts and her being. And when she was reported missing and all this and that, there was really no mention of a boyfriend, a husband, from what we're being told by the HOK, I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So I just got some questions. Again, no disrespect to the family, but how do you not know that your daughter is married? Just got married to a man.
The mother, Clarine, did not know her daughter was married to the person who is now custody. The mother, Clarine, did
they have a baby together, right?
not know her daughter was married to the person who is now in custody. Right? And if you want to, you can GoFundMe to help the family pay for additional expenses. Now, the two children of hers was with her when it was missing. It was a 3-year-old and roughly a newborn.
It wasn't missing. It's the victim in this case. Stop calling her it, Reggie.
1 month old. 1 month old, right? So, the police go to the husband's house who's living with his mother. The husband has a whole nursery set up, right, for his child, as the two of them are separating after the baby was born 1 month, right? Now, the husband is not a suspect, but they did have some problems, right? The more important thing was that Imani was missing. Morpheus didn't care about who struck John. He wanted his stepdaughter, daughter back. So did Clarine.
Yeah, but if there was abuse, like if the family, sisters, cousins, whatever, members of the family or friends had already seen abuse, they should have told the police, like, hey, he is kind of abusive towards her and everything like that. And that would have also had them looking at her. Again, it's just weird that, at the man or whatever. Again, it's just weird that they didn't know that she was married to this man. They just had a baby. So why would she hold that from her mother? Why wouldn't she have had whatever size wedding at whatever, dollar amount and had her mother and her father there? They came to the press conference. They cared. Morpheus wasn't there. The real parents were there, crying, going through it. And again, I feel for them. But again, I'm going to treat this just like any other crime story. I'm going to ask questions. But watch, tomorrow I'm going to be the worst person alive. But I'm not the only one asking questions, though.
Queen B was saying if there's foul play, then these are the forensics, right? The forensics. And so when the officers went to the house, the husband presented a birth certificate and a marriage certificate. So he was able to keep the baby child in his mother's house, and he was, but the other child, which was not his, he had to give up. Now the police didn't inform the family anything really, but Clarine was there. What they checked, the GSR, and they got the baby back, one of the babies back, and if there was foul play, there would have been a GSR transferred to possibly any of the children. The car seat. And so the officers were able, I think, at that time to take, I don't want to talk about too much of the evidence, right? Because it's a trial. See, this is an ongoing investigation, right? But the officers were able to take some evidence. So if there was, since it was a newborn baby, if the newborn baby was around the scene of the crime, if they touched the newborn baby, right, or touched anything, then there would be a GSR, right, or there would be blood splatter or blood. So they took the, obviously it seems like they took the car seat. And they went back and they did forensics on the house, but we don't know. How interested was he in this case?
Very interested.
And he was so interested enough that he would allow you, who is a former homicide detective, New York City homicide detective, right?
Yes.
Talk to you, right?
Yes.
And put Clarine on the phone to talk to you.
Yes, correct.
Right. So they did arrest him, and they did arraign him, I think, yesterday, and he got no bond. Okay. So now what y'all saw was a press conference with our sister Clarine and Imani's birth father. Now, at this particular time, it's nobody's business what happens in families. All we want to know is Clarine is the mother, and the brother Ron is the father. He lost 3 children to the state of Georgia. 3 of his children passed away, right?
This is the mother to my left, and this is the father of Amani to my right. And so,
This is the mother to my left, and this is the father of Amani to my right. And so,
this is the mother to my left, and this is the father of Amani to my right. And so, as you know, we have been investigating the disappearance of Amani Robinson. Amani was last seen by her mother on 7/16/2023 after having dinner at her mother's home with her 4 children. After leaving her mother's house, Amani Robinson returned home with 2 of her 4 children, the 3-year-old and 1-month-old baby. The other 2 children stayed the night with their grandmother. On 7/17, Clarine made several attempts to contact her daughter Imani Robinson, as they speak daily and sometimes several times a day, to no avail. Imani's mother decided to go to Imani's home to see if she was home, to find that no one was at the home. Imani's mother then decided to report her daughter missing because it was not like her to not call her and check on her children. We then began an immediate investigation by placing a lookout for the whereabouts of Amani Robinson, contacting family, friends, and identifying any known locations that Amani may frequent. Our CSO could...
Right, that is true. The husband hasn't given up the accomplice, but I guess the accomplice is also his brother. And still, this press conference went on the 5th. I think, yeah, the 5th. So, of course, the police ain't putting out all the information. And Reggie and that whole situation is the reason why. A lot of that stuff shouldn't have come out because it could change or affect a case.
Continued investigations led investigators to the home that was shared by Imani, Donnell Anderson, which is Imani's husband, and the 4 children. What I can tell you now is that our investigation intensified, and it was clear that foul play was evident in the disappearance of Imani. This investigation led us to conduct several search warrants on homes, to include the home of our victim, a car, and cell phones. In addition, we spoke to several individuals collected a number of evidence to include blood in our victim's home and in other places that I won't be specific on. As we continued to search with the assistance of the cadaver canine, we came across an area where we believed to be evidence of a possible body. As we processed that area, an unknown body was discovered. Once the body was examined and matched the description provided to us on Imani, including tattoos, we matched from photos of Imani, including descriptions that was provided to us by our mother and others, with the body recovered. We were certain that we have located Imani. This is the mother to my left, and this is the father of Imani to my right. And so,
and Clarine, 4 children passed away, right? But guess what, family? She gets 4 back. She gets 4 back from her daughter. She loses 4 children and she inherits 4 children. She's got 4 new children after she's lost 4 children, right? She gets them all back. Now, what YouTubers do is they go and check names. We don't see Morpheus. That's not Morpheus. You're scamming because you don't see Morpheus's love. You don't.
I just want to point out that this is the first time that I've talked about this case. So obviously when Reggie was talking, he wasn't referring to my channel, but you know, in tomorrow's news, he probably will, you know, they'll try to demonize me looking into this. Again, look at my channels and you will see that I look into true crime on a regular basis.
Don't see a man who is willing to step in the background because he knows that the father lost the daughter directly, even though for many years
he has... for real, Curse? Curse said, did anyone go to the GoFundMe and hit the contact info and let them know Saneter and Morpheus is collecting money?
And part of that family.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I guess in the beginning, and I didn't see it, so I there is live streams that I have to catch up on, but I guess in the beginning there was another name that was added on the Cash App first, or not the Cash App, the GoFundMe first, and then now it says another name.
Morpheus is that black man that you only read about. He don't need nothing. He don't need to be at no press conference.
Yeah, and Saneter was up there saying that he's gonna take on the 4 grandchildren and all this and that. And he's not even the real grandfather of those grandchildren. When it comes to rights, he would have no rights over those children. Just like Reggie had stated that the police went to the house, the husband that unalived his wife had 2 of their children, a little boy, as well as the newborn that was a month old. And they removed the older child from the situation because he did not have custody of that child. So they, you know, gave the baby to, not the baby, but the older child to the grandmother, her mother.
Oh, yeah. What you saying, Ma?
Not at all.
Yeah. So he let the father of Imani take all the news, press, and all of that stuff and stand in front of, and Morpheus just stood in the background hoping that there'd be some positive resolution. Where a black woman is missing and the family wants her back and the children want a mama, and all you can think about is a hatred of Saneter, Garfield, Ankh, and now turn it to Brother Morpheus. So Morpheus calls me and he says, is it true, Reg, that they're doing this to me? And I said, yeah, Morpheus, it's true. He's saying, I'm not related. I'm not connected to this. I said, yeah, brother. Now, in our family, we have kin. When we have kin, they're not step. That's other people's stuff. When a child comes in the house, a child is a child. There's no difference between brother and sister, but we are infected deeply. So I don't want to be long. Now I'm mad. And when I get freaking mad, I am fucking mad, right? So I'm going to tell you.
Reggie tried to put his mad face on. I could not help but laugh.
I'm going to tell you, right? Because this is fucking personal to me now, right? I got friends. You looking at one. You fuck up. You fuck up on this camera. And you fucking make me mad. And I know something, right? You ought to know right, what the fuck I'm gonna do, right? Who I'm gonna ask and who I'm gonna tell. Because, look, I mind my business. And listen, a lot of things go on, it's none of my business. Nobody did nobody. Because
Is that a threat, Reggie?
don't concern anybody. That's how I live. And guess what? People don't play fair on the other side. They play fair when they might give you a chance, but they don't play fair. And I'm not asking them to do anything illegal. But what I will do is point the finger. And like I'm saying,
that's a fact, Donnie. That's the same thing that Rat do.
Not for everybody. But them people in the chat that saying those things about Morpheus, I'm talking about them. Because what everybody else does is none of my business.
Why couldn't a Morpheus just came out and said like stepdaughter or something? He was, acting like that was his real child. Like that does change things. I'm not saying that, some funds shouldn't be raised for, in this situation or whatever, but the money got to go to the right people. That's the point. That's what it's all about. And there was a Cash App mentioned and all that. I did cut out some shit, but these are things that we can revisit, if they come up or whatever, because I got the videos. I got the whole thing unedited.
But if you threaten people, like you've been threatened, you threaten me? Well, yeah. Hey, listen, it depends on the threat. But if I think that there's a threat, I'm not going to let anybody harm my son, which is and his mother by harming me. Right?
Whoever said they was finna harm Reggie? What the fuck is he talking about?
I just want to let you know, right? I just want to let you know. I've been through it all. I've been through the streets and all of that. But I don't play fair when y'all don't play fair. So you want to do this YouTube stuff? Well, check this out. But this YouTube...
and this case is no different than a whole bunch of other cases that come out far as true crime or in the news or whatever. People will call out GoFundMes going to the wrong people or scam GoFundMes, like GoFundMes that you could it's not the right GoFundMe basically, all the time. That's why in my true crime, I do not promote GoFundMes or whatever. I do not tell people to, send money. If they want to, they can find the right Cash App or whatever Cash App they think is right. I'm not about to play that game. You feel me? So, nah. But Reggie really just thought he was some type of gangster up here right quick.
Thing and this whole realm of consciousness shit is going way too far. Way too far with the goofy shit that they do on here. Way too far. You speaking on a man in ill wills and hardships for likes. In your mother's house, in the basement, or in your fucking room. You speaking about a man that just lost his child. Like, come on, man.
I have my own house, sir. So
this is what we came to as a people? This is what you subdue yourself to? Just for some money?
No smoke for Polight. Not none. Not an ounce. It's people that are calling out a possible scam. And whether the name was changed and it was first Morpheus's or it was going to the wrong people, Saneter was telling people the Cash App Morpheus.
Just for a like on an algorithm? That's crazy, man. It's sick and it's crazy.
After he sat here and said that Morpheus was going to be taking care of those babies on his own, which is cap. And we know that. Like, stop the cap. So that video was done right there. I'm going to go to the part 1. So some of the stuff is going to be regurgitated. But as I stated, we've already been through this before. Saneter. That's why I stopped it right here. Whatever. There is some additional information in this one. And I did want to get this out or whatever, because I did take my time to edit it. But if you missed it, February, 16th of 2022, Saneter came out with some of the recent lies and accusations on me. So I'm just proving that it's already been debunked. Saneter recently stated on the 4th that I was hit in the face with a bat by my husband, this, that, and the 5th, and what did I do to bring that on? And I found it really odd that the very next day, his friend on his page was being told that he, his alleged daughter, even though we know that he's not even a stepfather of that woman's child, but, close family member, lost her life to domestic violence, and everybody was over there crying and kumbaya and things like that and acting like they really stand on these type of things, when the people that really stand over on it are over here normally, and other true crime channels where we take looks at cases for hours of missing people that are unalived. I've talked about children being found in suitcases, and the mother is the one that put them in there. Fathers that knew that their wives unalived a child. Mothers that I believe were involved in the disappearance of their children. One case example was Malia Davis. If you didn't know, she was unalived, and the person who last had seen her or whatever is in prison now, but not for her murder. So there was no justice as far as that goes on that case. But several other cases that involve actual children, as well as, the boyfriend, girlfriend, unaliving type of events where somebody loses their life in domestics. One of the interrogations that we listened to and things like that was a man ripping out his girlfriend's intestines in a drunken rage. And that is on my true crime TV channel and stuff like that. So I do this. We look at parole board hearings of predators. We document trials and really break them down or ask questions and things like that, and really go over the case. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to let those that are new kind of know that. But as I stated, obviously, over a year ago, February of 2022, Saneter had made some of these same lies. And of course, I was in a domestic abuse relationship at a point in time in my life, now 11 years ago. But none of what he said was the truth of what happened. He heard that from a girl that likes to know your story, and then, she'll hear you talk about things that involved in your life, and then she'll go and insert her own lies in it. And Saneter clearly picked up those stories off of the ground. That girl being Clyde Diva, another bitch that has no credibility in these YouTube streets and rides with Saneter Studios. So he picked that up and rode with it. But he also threw in there that my daughter is a gangbanger. My daughter is 14 years old. She doesn't, run around in the street. She's 14. Like, the fuck? She don't even go outside and play in the neighborhood, because I ain't got time for something like that, something fucked up to happen to my child. But she does participate in school events, and obviously school, and we go out on family events, and she chills with family and stuff like that. But her son had to just try to throw my 14-year-old daughter into it like this time. I was like, hell motherfucking nah. And this is the first video that I had edited before all this stuff had really came out all the way about Morpheus. Like, I think they were doing the press conference while I was editing this. So I also wanted to add that. But this is proof that we've already been there. So Saneter's lies this time, they didn't bother me the first time, and they damn sure didn't bother me this time. But I'm going to use it as a teaching moment to teach people that this nigga is a clout-chasing, lying, pathetic, worthless predator. He victim shames people. He thinks it's funny. Oh, it was funny if I was abused. But, the victim in this case that we're looking at now, it's so unfortunate or whatever. It's hypocrisy at its finest, and I'm here to call it out. So we're going to go through, I roughly got about an hour-long video. We played a portion of this early on, but I wanted to play the 55-minute edit because that got to, the possible scamming. And I'm not going to say that there is scamming, but it didn't start off on a good foot when you already got Saneter claiming that Morpheus is going to be taking care of these children with him and his wife, and he's not even biologically related to said children and probably won't have them solely in his custody at all. I'm just saying he'll probably see them, but he ain't finna be taking care of them and all that. That's a huge difference. But anyway, let's go back to, portions of this are 2022. I think I already, if not, I respond again to his lies this time in the video shortly. And then we're going to look at some of the other altercations that Napa and Saneter had gotten into, just like the one that recently happened at the end of or the middle of last month, July 2023, where Nepal claimed that she was leaving Saneter. We're gonna listen to that as well in this video, and it kind of like leads into the Morpheus stuff a little bit. I can't remember, but anyway, let's take a look at it, and then I'll open the panel for a little bit, and we'll get out of here.
I would say, Funky Throne. Don't you know she got hit in the face with a goddamn bat by her ex-husband? Did y'all know that? She got hit in the face with a goddamn bat, left for dead.
What? Nigga, what? How the fuck did anybody leave me for dead? I talked about how I got up out the house and he didn't know it. So how was I left for dead when he was in the house, bitch? Right before I got the fuck out of the house, my motherfucking ex-husband was trying to give me kisses on the face after he just tried to choke me out. If that's funny to y'all, you gonna use that as content, you sound dumb. Y'all bitches lying on my mom, saying my mom is white. Where the fuck you see white at? I got shorts with my real hair up. Do I need to pull them up too? They've been up. I got shorts where I'm wearing no makeup. Bitch, I'm still beautiful. In live streams, I done stood up. I done motherfucking put a baby wipe on my face and wiped my face and no makeup came off. But y'all hoes always got something to say. Bitches call eyelashes. If my magnetic eyelashes are bothering you bitches so motherfucking much, and a little bit of mascara down here, to the point to where you claim that's where I get my beauty, I'm not ashamed of my hair either. I like to switch up my shit. But Nepal wears wigs, and her wigs don't have lace in it. See, bitch? I can part my shit. I'm trying to, because you know it's backwards and shit. I can part my shit. Bitch, it's still lace. This is lace. I can part anywhere on this whole front region of this motherfucker. It's called a frontal, bitch. Bitch coming here with a $20 motherfucking Party City wig and think she the shit. Nobody is jealous of this bitch. My life is beautiful. I love my life. I'm not begging for no man's attention. Nepal in a domestic abuse relationship. You don't have to be hitting her for it to be domestic abuse. Do we need to pull up on what domestic abuse is all the way, nigga?
Bleeding out. And she got the audacity to talk about me and Nepal having an argument.
He said I was bleeding out about an abuse that did not happen. And even when my ex-husband did abuse me, correct? I wasn't bleeding profusely. See, when you deal with abusers that know what they're doing is wrong, they'll hit you on other various portions of your body. You know what I'm saying? Hit me in my ribs, in my legs. That's where I had a lot of my bruising at. He did like grab my throat and stuff like that. But where's the, you know what I mean? See, you're pulling up with half-ass shit to the point to where I got to come back and talk about some shit that happened to me that should have never been on your tongue. Right? Because you be the same nigga that would for clout pull up with an anti-domestic abuse motherfucking shit.
All right. Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another Saneter TV House of Consciousness production. This is a sad day for me, for our brother Morpheus. Remember, we came and told you that Morpheus' daughter was missing. And he gave me a call this morning and told me they found her in a car with a bullet in her. And she is now gone. So a lot of us don't know how it feels. If you haven't know how it feels to lose a child, to lose your baby, to lose your daughter or your son, you don't know what he's going through. I spoke to him. He was being as strong as he can, but I could hear the breaking in his voice. I could hear it, the cracking. And yeah, they found his daughter, man. She just had a baby, man. Just had a baby. And it was over some crazy shit. They caught the perpetrator. They caught the goddamn murderer. Comes to find out it was the husband, because the husband got jealous. See, that's what I mean by y'all niggas, man. Y'all some weak ass niggas. You can do all of this shit to your woman, but the minute your woman tell you, I want a divorce, I want to leave, I want to break up, you can't take it. You gotta go, you gotta do wicked shit and some evil shit, man.
And it was over some crazy shit. They caught the perpetrator. They caught the goddamn murderer. Comes to find out it was the husband, because the husband got jealous. See, that's what I mean by y'all niggas, man. Y'all some weak ass niggas. You can do all of this shit to your woman, but the minute your woman tell you, I want a divorce, I want to leave, I want to break up, you can't take it. You gotta do wicked shit and some evil shit, man.
And it was over some crazy shit. They caught the perpetrator. They caught the goddamn murderer. Comes to find out it was the husband because the husband got jealous. See, that's what I mean by y'all niggas, man. Y'all some weak ass niggas. You can do all of this shit to your woman, but the minute your woman tell you, I want a divorce, I want to leave, I want to break up, you can't take it. You gotta do wicked shit and some evil shit, man.
They sound dumb over there. Burnt lip over there, she sound dumb. This is why, and y'all know I'm talking about Funky Throne, aka Burnt Lip. And this is why her husband, remember that's what I'm telling you, her husband beat the shit out of Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, with a baseball bat. She gonna, now that I'm saying it, she will address it. I want to know, Funky Throne, Burnt Lip, why did your husband have to beat your ass with a baseball bat and left you for dead, goddammit? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying because he knew you was a no good, dirty, rotten scoundrel. He knew, and that's your baby daddy. He knew that you was a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Let's see if she addressed that. Oh yeah. See, I'm not coming in with no lies. I'm coming in with real shit. And Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, know exactly what I'm talking about because he can't mind her goddamn business. So her baby daddy was somewhere else getting poom-poom, and she going crazy and getting mad and want to jump up in somebody's face. Brothers can't take that shit. Sometimes I can take it because my skin is tough. But the nigga gets mad, grabs a baseball bat, and begin to beat the living out of her ass. Am I lying, Funky Throne, Burnt Lip? Or do I need to pull up the receipt? What you saying it coming out of your own damn mouth. Watch Funky Throne come in and address it now. See, y'all wanna play games with me. Let's ask that question. What type of piece of shit can you be to make your own husband wanna beat your ass with a baseball bat and leave you for dead? Check. God damn. You had to be a, the B word. I don't want to do too much family, but you had to be a low down dirty for a man to do that to his baby mother. And you worrying about Saneter. You over there talking about Saneter, your daughter out there gangbanging. Bitch, you got a lot of nerve. Your daughter out there gangbanging. You smoke cigarettes by the pound. Check. And you worrying about what Saneter doing and how Saneter doing it. God damn it, my family, we happy over here. I'm happy over here. You worrying about too busy digging into other people's lives. You dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Now let's unpack that. Saneter claims that my lips are burnt, but in the video that he's referring to, I was drinking red wine and my lips were stained. My ex-husband never hit me with a bat and we do not have kids together. So he was not my baby daddy. He never left me for dead, but if I was beat or left bloody and left for dead, would it be funny or somehow my fault? Because if that's what he's saying, I find that very funny when less than 24 hours later, his supporter came out and told him that he just lost his daughter to domestic abuse. My ex-husband abusing me had nothing to do with cheating, so it wasn't that I, made the situation worse or anything like that. I was actually trying to leave him and he flipped out, which is the same situation as what's going on with Morpheus's daughter. Saneter stated that she was trying to leave him and he went and unalived her. And I think it's unfortunate that that even happened. And this video is in no way, shape, or form intended to bully or attack that situation, the parents and the family or friends related to that woman. However, this is the same type of situations that Saneter will do. The night before, he was just making fun of what he claimed to be my story. And then not less than a couple of hours later, he's getting information that they finally had found Morpheus's daughter and she was unalived in this manner. But my abuse would be funny? That's interesting. He also stated that my daughter gangbangs. My daughter does not gangbang. First of all, I have two daughters. One of my daughters is 14 and the other one is 5. but my 14-year-old daughter doesn't go anywhere except school, sports, or family. So where exactly is she gangbanging at? And I know he ain't talking about my 5-year-old. And finally, before we go back into his hypocrisy, see, Saneter likes to make fun of my voice, and that's fine and everything. Facts, Emmanuel, and after this, I'm done. Like, this nigga is just, he's not finna have me keep retracing my steps. I wanted to say that as well. We finna stay on task and keep doing what we doing. But my voice thing, I just wanted to use this as a teaching moment because I do have a lot of new subscribers and, you know, things like that. But I really didn't, you know, it's not me it's basically a readdress. This was already recorded. I just had to put the things where I needed it to be. This portion right here was just a couple of days ago or whatever, but I feel you though, because he's just trying to spin the situation. And it's just crazy how one abuse is wrong and the other one was right. It's what, you know, it's just contradiction at the end of the day. Didn't get like this from cigarettes at all. Period. And the pub once tried to throw in my face, oh, you smoke marijuana. Marijuana is legal where I live at, boo. But I also have a medical card. So it is what it is. I stopped smoking cigarettes over 8 months ago, so that is cap. Period. But let's go look at his hypocrisy again. Let's go.
And I asked him before I'm doing what I'm doing. I said, brother, is it all right if I have a little fundraiser in your name? And I want to say this to y'all. He didn't even ask me to do this. Morpheus did not ask me to do this. I said, is it all right if I do a show and raise money and have it sent in? He said, oh, Saneter, please, brother. Thank you, brother. So, Sister Freedom, is all right to let the people know Morpheus might be on later because I just called him. And he said he's with the family, but he'll come back in a little while. So it's all right to tell the people what you heard and what happened. It's all right.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
You want to come in? You want to come in and hit the link? Oh, you want
No. Okay, yeah. So we did hear that they found the daughter and that she was deceased. And we also heard that the car, for some reason, was all burnt up.
Yeah, they tried to get rid of the evidence.
Tried to get rid of the evidence. And so much, they have not given any information so far as what her condition, her body is in. Right. But they did find her and that they arrested. They got more suspects now too as well.
They arrested the husband, and now
I'm not sure.
No, he told me that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said they arrested the husband, and now they're going after the husband's brother because he partaked in it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that shit is crazy. All because she wanted a divorce, and these niggas, man, they get so goddamn weak and emotional. These brothers always talking about how emotional our women can be. Who are the most emotional beings on the planet? It's you weak brothers, man.
Yes. I took that baby's life and she just had a child.
Yes, that's what I just said. Just had a child. So now we found out that the car was burnt. They tried to get rid of the evidence and burn the car up. And they found the bullet. Where was the bullet at? In the head or where?
I'm not sure exactly where it was at. My goodness, they shot her. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. They sound dumb over there. Burnt lip over there. She sound dumb. This is why, and y'all know what I'm talking about, Funky Throne, aka Burnt Lip. And this is why her husband, remember that's what I'm telling you, her husband beat the shit out of Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, with a baseball bat. She gonna, now that I'm saying it, she will address it. I want to know, Funky Throne, Burnt Lip, why did your husband had to beat your ass with a baseball bat and left you for dead, goddammit? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying because he knew you was a no good, dirty, rotten scoundrel. He knew, and that's your baby daddy. He knew that you was a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Let's see if she addressed that. Oh yeah. See, I'm not coming in with no lies. I'm coming in with real shit. And Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, know exactly what I'm talking about because he can't mind her goddamn business. So her baby daddy was somewhere else getting poom-poom, and she going crazy and getting mad and want to jump up in somebody's face. Brothers can't take that shit. Sometimes I can take it because my skin is tough. But the nigga gets mad, grabs a baseball bat, and begin to beat the living out of her ass.
It's crazy how he's just fabricating this whole story. Like, that is very odd. That's psychopath or sociopath type of behavior. When I talk about true crime, I don't do this. And when is it appropriate to throw somebody's abuse in their face and then lie about what happened? Like, what the fuck?
Am I lying, funky throwing burnt lip? Or do I need to pull up the receipt? What you saying it coming out of your own damn mouth. Watch Funky Throne come in and address it now. See, y'all wanna play games with me. Let's ask that question. What type of piece of shit can you be to make your own husband wanna beat your ass with a baseball bat and leave you for dead? Check. God damn. You had to be a, the B word. I don't want to do too much family, but you had to be a low down, dirty for a man to do that to his baby mother. And you worrying about Saneter. You over there talking about Saneter, your daughter out there gangbanging. You got a lot of nerve. Your daughter out there gangbanging. You smoke cigarettes by the pound. Check. And you worrying about what Saneter doing and how Saneter doing it. God damn it, my family, we happy over here. I'm happy over here. You worrying about too busy digging into other people's lives.
He looks very demonic. This is Filthy Frank right here. For y'all that don't know, this ain't Saneter TV. This is Filthy Frank right now.
Dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Now, when he comes up here and begs for money and things like that and gives you those bogus-ass lectures, that's Saneter TV. He's still like a dirty-ass rat, but Filthy Frank is the biggest dirty rat ever in the world. I'm just wondering, like, how I'm the bad person, but I've never abused anybody.
Got these feelings all deep.
Right, because he threw this story in here like it was gonna make me look bad. If that was the story, that don't make me look bad.
Within inside of you, the wounds, the scarring, how can you then step up to the plate and try to judge anybody or talk anybody? You fucking hurting inside.
Bro, I was abused at 4 years old. That was a minute ago. I've been in therapy. There we're talking about sexual abuse. Again, since I was in kindergarten. A roundabout. That's when I remember it. The fuck?
Go get healed. Healed yourself.
This nigga said healed yourself, not healed yourself. He telling me about something, right?
Judah Naz. Healed yourself, bro.
Wow. Judah, you hear this?
When you was a little boy, you yourself. You were 10 years old. When you was fondue. You was fondue. Now, I'm not making no fun of none of that.
Now, when I was younger, I myself was molested. I myself was molested by a woman, by an older female who were older than me. I think by 5 years, 5 or 4 years. I'm not even gonna put a name out there because I still see her till this day. She is a New York City bus driver, and I see her, and she sees me, but she never looks me in my eyes. I remember and I know you remember, But what happened with me is that it didn't hurt me like it hurt other people. I'm just being honest with y'all. It didn't hurt me because I'm glad it was a woman and not a male. Check. Now, some people might say,
yeah, but the other people that were hurt by it, they're not out here fighting and arguing with every other victim, telling people they don't believe them, throwing other type of abuse or trauma in their face. No, they're just pointing out what you said.
Hold on, Saul. What are you talking? I'm saying at least I'm blessed that it wasn't a goddamn man that went up in my backside when I was young.
My bad, Wild Funk, I meant.
Was a woman who, put me on her and stuff like that and was telling me what to do and how to do it and all of that. So I wasn't no little kid. I think I was about like maybe 13, 14, 13. Yeah, around that age. And she was older, about like maybe 19 to 20.
That's what I thought, that like this nigga had like mother issues or something like that.
So, hey, that's the facts. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Shit, I ain't tell nobody.
You think he made this up, Wild Funk?
I ended up knocking on the door saying, can you do it again? You know what I'm saying? That was a joke, man. That was a joke. That was a joke. See, everybody gonna take that and run with it. That's a joke, man. Y'all was supposed to bust out laughing on that one.
Now, I thought that he was talking about just the part where he had wanted to go back and ask for more or whatever. I thought he was saying that part was a joke, which is not funny at all. Okay.
That was a joke. Anyway, we got Unk in the building.
Neil Love, and Funky Throne, I don't believe them no more. I don't believe that they
I didn't block you, Marquise.
ever molested. And the reason I don't, and Funky Throne is an enabler. She protects child predators. Neil Love.
What's good, Leak You? Now, when he talks about Neil Love, he's talking about her, and then he calls me Funky Throne or whatever.
Neil Love.
Like a child.
And Funky Throne, I don't believe them no more. I don't believe that they was ever molested. And the reason I don't, and Funky Throne is an enabler. She protects child predators. How can you say that, Saneter? Where's your proof at? She said it out of her own mouth.
This dude is sick. He got me and Neo's story confused, and now he's trying to convince people that I was quiet about my abuse and nothing happened about it. But that's kind of some of her story, and there's a reason why.
She said that she don't want to tell who molested her. So if she don't want to tell who molested her, then guess what? She's protecting the nigga so that he can continue on to molest other people. Do y'all agree with me? She's a grown woman today.
So I don't know if he's confusing.
Her name is Neo X.
Both our stories and mashing them together, where he says that I won't tell on the person who raped me. And I'm gonna explain to you, and I already explained why. It's already been said why.
Now, when I was younger, I myself was molested.
Then
I myself was molested by a woman, by an older female who were older than me. I think by 5 years, 5 or 4 years. I'm not even gonna put a name out there because I still see her to this day.
I'll check afterwards, Marquise, but there's nothing I can really do right now.
She is a New York City bus driver, and I see her, and she sees me, but she never looks.
Exactly. What would he do? Would he tell her she's lying and like flip out and disrespect her? This man has told several victims that he doesn't believe them. That's a coincidence because he rides with predators.
Me and my eyes. I remember, and I know you remember.
Or not actually a coincidence. He does that shit on purpose. And he has a problem with us calling it out.
But what happened with me is that it didn't hurt me like it hurt other people. I'm just being honest with y'all. It didn't hurt me because I'm glad it was a woman and not a male.
No, he's talking about a different channel, EQ.
Check. Now, some people might say, Saw, hold on, Saw. What are you talking? I'm saying, at least I'm blessed that it wasn't a goddamn man that went up in my backside when I was young, but it was a woman who, put me on her and stuff like that and was telling me what to do and how to do it and all of that. So I wasn't no little kid. I think I was about like maybe 13, 14, 13. Yeah, around that age. And she was older, about like maybe 19 to 20. So, hey, that's the facts. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Shit, I ain't tell nobody. I ended up knocking on the door saying, can you do it again? You know what I'm saying? That was a joke, man. That was a joke. That was a joke. See, everybody gonna take that and run with it. That's a joke, man. Y'all was supposed to bust out laughing on that.
How is he trying to minimize this? Every fucking so often, you and Nepal go on somebody's panel or your panel or whatever, and y'all have this domestic altercation, and then everybody in the community sees it. Women that have been through abuse say something about it, and you're bringing up their abuse. You can't hurt me, bitch.
And talk shit. Yes, they will. They just won't do it free. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything has to have a top ramen base. Here's the thing. If I had a cell phone in jail, what I'm doing right now, I could do from a jail cell. And then on top of that, Big Shirley is going to be their girlfriend.
Well, they will like that. But let me just make this clear from the top. I never did anything to that gutter trash slut crackhead. I always was good to her. That bitch told me cry on my shoulder. You're my sister. And I said, oh, all right, I love you. You sure? She told me, cry on my shoulder, cry on my shoulder. I never did one thing to her. She was recording me, sandbagging me, using me because she's mad that nobody wanted her. And then I thought she was a good sister. So let me just make this clear. Every time you see that dirty bitch that's been sleeping on, she told me she slept on the floor with roaches crawling over her because she was turning tricks. And I'm telling her truth now. She wants to talk about me and lies? Tell me I'm lying. You said it's all on the internet when you went to New Jersey that you thought you were going to be a prostitute, but it didn't work out. So I didn't want to tell your business, but bitch, I'm telling the truth. You're lying, saying I said those things about Reggie. I never said that. I never told you those things, but you're a lying bitch. I was a good sister to you, you dirty, rotten, funky ass, dirty whore. Sending your pictures to everybody. Tommy Sotomayor, Rob Rack, anybody, Suge, ZX, Saneter, anybody. You tried to even tell Suey to pay you so you could play with yourself. You're a disgusting piece of dog shit. I would never be like a gutter whore like you, but I tried to pull you up.
That's crazy, Marquise, because you're not on the block list. I just went and looked twice, and you're not on there.
Showed you love. You were fucking backstabbing me. At the top of the record, I never did shit to that dirty bitch. She's a dirty, rotten, nasty, saggy, deflated ass fucking bitch. All you can do is sit on your fucking ghetto ass bed while your kids are in the next room telling them to shut the fuck up. Yes, you were, bitch. You said it. I hope you play the recording where you're telling your kids to shut the fuck up all the time. And you said, oh, you're so nice to your kids. I treat my motherfucking kids like shit because you're a piece of dog shit. And she's been on YouTube because she's a crackhead, weed head, whore, talking about playing with her kitty cat, saying all kinds of filthy things. She's a dirty piece of trash. That's why she lost her pharmacy license. That's why nobody wants her. She's a gutter trash and nobody even cash apps her. She gets all those views because she's just a black, that's what they want to see black women do. Sit on the internet in their drawers and drag other black women down. I loved that dirty piece of dog shit, a rabid dog. You can sit on your internet all day. All those women in your chat are disgusting like you that are cheering you on. I made a mistake being friends with you. You are a dirty piece of shit and you're mad that Saneter chose me and he laughed at you. And he can say, oh no, look, I'm not speaking for-
Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
Please stop bringing my name up in this bullshit.
I will bring your name up if I fucking want to.
Paul, listen to me right quick. Stop being fucking disrespectful.
All right,
Stop
what do you
bringing
want?
my name up with this dumb shit.
Why? Because he's scared
This
of
is what I'm talking about.
He's
It's
scared
not
of
about
her.
being scared.
He's
This is
scared of
what I
her.
wanna
not on my
say.
I'm not scared of her. I'm not
This
scared
is
of her.
what I want to say real quick.
I am
The
not scared
reason
of her.
why.
Not on my
people say-
platform.
That's between you two. I'm not
No,
getting
it
this
isn't. It's
stupid
between
shit.
all of us.
No, she's talking about Cladiva.
So you
Ain't no
want to be
between
married to
all
me,
of
it's
us.
between all of us. So
If you want to continue to get into the gutter with that dumb shit,
you
that's what
brought
I
me to
keep
the gutter. I
telling
didn't
your
know that
ass.
piece of bitch.
Stop
I didn't know that
responding
piece
to this
of shit
shit.
before I met you.
And that's
You
what I be
introduced me
telling
to
you.
that piece of dog
Stop
shit.
responding
All
to this
these
dumb
people
shit.
I know because of you.
Man,
I don't
shut
know
the fuck up.
Cladiva.
Shut the
I
fuck
don't
up.
know
You sound dumb as
Pro.
shit.
I don't know
You
Shook.
sound stupid.
I don't know
Shut the fuck up,
Taharka.
man.
I only know them
Man,
because
shut
of
the
you.
fuck up.
They
That's why
only
people
attack
bang
me
on your
because
dumb
of
ass
you.
all the time. That's why they fucking bang on you.
Yeah,
Because you don't
whatever.
fucking listen to me.
Drop him
You
off.
don't fucking listen to what I tell you.
Drop him
I
off,
told
please.
your dumb ass, don't even come on the stream.
No, I'm gonna come on the
still
stream if
want
I
to come
fucking
on there
want
to explain something to
I
these
can come on
niggas?
the stream if I
What
fucking
the
want
fuck is
to.
you explaining to these niggas for? Are
I
you
can do what I
guilty?
want.
Are they right? What the fuck you owe these
Bye.
niggas?
You're scared
You
of
sound dumb
Cladiva.
as shit,
You're scared
man.
of Cladiva. Because
Hey,
he
you
hates
sound
her.
dumb as fucking
He
shit.
hates Cladiva, but
Stop
he's
telling
scared she's
people
gonna
I'm
do
your fucking
something.
husband. Stop telling people I'm your fucking husband.
You're not my
All right?
husband. I divorced you.
Thank you. Stop telling people I'm your
I
fucking
divorced you
husband.
in November. Now
Because you
what?
don't fucking listen to nothing I tell
I
you.
left you. Now get
Fucking
that. Let that
crazy
go
as
by.
shit. There
You
and,
make
and,
me
and
tell
get on
you.
the internet with all these stupid motherfuckers all
Well,
day,
now
all you
what?
want.
You want to get up here? You
I'm
make
trying
me
to
tell
tell me
you.
to go out there and defend you. I'm not going out
Show
there to
my
defend
divorce
with
that I
these
gave
dumb
you in
motherfuckers.
November.
The fuck I look like talking to these
Show
stupid
my
niggas?
divorce that I gave
Be
you in
like
November.
me and
Put a
stop
date on
fucking
it.
responding to these dumb niggas.
Now what? You're
Sound
not gonna come
stupid
up
as
here
shit.
talking shit to me. People talking about you don't want me. How about I want to get the fuck out of here? How's that?
Now, dumb as shit. On
Bye.
this fucking panel. I told your
I'm
dumb
tired of
ass
your
don't even
nigger
fucking get up
bitches
here.
coming for me.
But you don't
And
listen
they
to
don't
no
like me using
fucking
the
body.
R. I'm
That's
tired
why
of
niggas come
Diva
for
with
you.
her greased up,
And niggas
nasty
gonna make
ass
a million
pussy.
fucking videos off of this right here. Because you're so fucking silly. You don't listen
You're
to no
the one who
fucking
hit the
body.
link. You're the one that hit the link.
You don't listen to no fucking body.
No, I've been listening to you.
Stop
That's
bringing
what
my
my
name
life
up
is
in
all
your
about.
bullshit. Stop putting my name up. If you want to bang on Clyde, bang the fuck on Clyde.
No, I'll
don't
say
bring
the
my
fuck
name
what
up
I
in
want
that
to say.
stupid shit what y'all got
I'm
going
gonna
on.
say what I fucking want to say. Bye.
In my opinion, Saneter is scared of Clyde, but he does not like her because he also talked about her to me when we was cool and shit like that.
Okay? I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. This is over. I was for 2 years. I was a good wife to this man. Why did he send her that message?
And they do deserve each other.
He's so
I
scared because she
don't even know what the
blackmails
fuck
him.
I heard.
You can't blackmail me, Clyde Diva. You can blackmail Saneter. You can't blackmail me, bitch.
Yeah, yo, Rob, you hear me? Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all don't go through what I go through with Nepal. I gotta tell her over and over, stay the fuck off of this, trying to defend yourself with these goofy ass niggas. She called me up earlier. Hey, Judah's out there talking about this and that. I said, yo, fuck Judah. Who the fuck is Judah? He's a fucking clown ass Hebrew nigga. Don't nobody believe him. I need you to go up there and defend me. What the fuck I look like looking stupid? Talking to this nigga. Is it true what the nigga saying? Hell no. I don't believe any of it. So why would I go up there to try to defend some shit that's not real? And this is what I keep telling her. You don't owe these niggas no explanation. Stop going up there.
But you up here asking everybody else for an explanation on shit that you can't even get correct.
They're trying to prove shit to these niggas because they say something. They say shit about me every fucking day. Every day, man. You don't need to prove nothing to these niggas. And that's the shit that gets me because she don't fucking listen to me all the time. I be telling her, yo, don't even come up here. I told her, don't even come up here. Well, I go up to Rob because I could get it in and go gutter. No, you don't need to go gutter. You don't need to do that. That's all.
Hey, I've been with you for 2 years, and I do everything you tell me.
Rob, you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Get her out. Get her out.
The third wife is a bus driver. I'm dead.
For right now, Rob.
No,
Get her out of
don't
here
kick
right
me
now.
out. Don't kick me
I
out.
don't
Get
want
her
y'all
out
to be
for right now,
arguing on
Rob.
the internet. I just wanted to have a mediate today.
That's a fact.
I'm asking you as a man.
No.
Get her out.
No.
Get her out,
Either
Rob.
y'all go get it out or y'all go.
No, 2 years of you
Yeah.
embarrassing me on the internet, kick her out, shut the fuck up or source up, and oh baby, don't do that. No. You should have called me. You're not gonna keep on disrespecting me. I've been following
Okay, I got you.
you like a dog, like a good wife, doing what you say. I don't go on channels. What should I do, Saneter? Can I do this, Saneter? Can I do that? You don't need to listen to Clyde Diva's recording. This is what I told her. She was letting me cry on her shoulder. I said, I love this man. So when I get up here, because I start talking about some people that he's afraid of, then he hits the public link, and then people are gonna try to say, oh, she disrespected her man. No, my man disrespected me for the 19th millionth time. I don't know what you bitches think, but I am a wonderful wife, real Hebrew wife. But what you're not gonna do, I teach my sisters, being submissive doesn't mean you're a doormat, and it doesn't mean you're a toilet. And guess what, baby? This doormat is all worn out. If you want to be a husband, which I'm a really good wife, you won't be hitting a link and trying to fucking bark on me. Talk about don't say I'm your wish granted. Because it was you telling me, baby, please, let's work it out. And I said, okay, I love you. People want to fuck. You don't need to listen to the bitches recording, the dirty ass bitch recording me. I'm crying on her shoulder like, oh, come on, could you help us? I love him. Look how he treats me. Look how he disrespects me. No more. See, you're trying to save face, Mr. Narcissist. But today's the day you're gonna learn. If you tell me you're my husband, you better act like a husband. And a husband doesn't try to always clown his wife and make sure that bitches on the internet with raggedy ass pussies hanging down to their ankles are happy. You know you don't like that gutter ass trash whore. You get mad when I say Clyde Diva's your wife. He says, stop calling that piece of shit my wife. Facts, motherfucker. Because that's what you are, Clyde Diva. You're a piece of dog shit. Nobody wants you. And when she sent me those pictures, oh my God, her body's disgusting. Now what, bitch?
How is he trying to minimize this? every fucking so often, you and Nepal go on somebody's panel or your panel or whatever, and y'all have this domestic altercation.
Because when I say stop, you don't stop, Nepal. You continue to go. I'll be saying, Nepal, all right, I got it. Hold on. You don't stop. You don't have a button that says stop. You continue to go and go and go. And so I feel disrespected, and then I just put you in timeout. You don't stop. And then you know what you would even do? To challenge me? My manhood in front of the world?
Manhood? Holy shit.
Let me finish.
Holy shit.
Saneter is not going to put me in timeout. He ain't going to do that. And I'm sitting up there like, what the hell?
Okay.
I will put you in timeout if you're not listening.
Okay, let me address that. Now, let me address that.
Because you said that, stop. Because you said that, I didn't want to do it. Because I knew if I would have put you in timeout, then the people would have been like, oh, you know how niggas get on the, they mad. Oh, look, she said Saul wouldn't do that. And look, Saul done did it. Saul don't give a F about her. You know, I know how people are, you know? And so that's where wisdom come into play. Nepal, I'm going to tell you this, and it's up to you to take it. You have a lot of, you're doing it now. You don't have the wisdom. You don't know when to cut in on the wisdom and when not to cut it off. You don't have the chess instincts. And you know how to play chess. You just don't have the wisdom to go with the knowledge. You got to understand it, but you're missing that second part, that wisdom part. When you well, hold on. The second part, which is the wisdom. Like if somebody was to say something like what you did, what you just did, when you said, oh, I don't get emotional, and then you put Chris Harris' name in it. Because then what it do? It turns someone on to say, all right, let me get back at her. I got to say this. I got to say that. And next thing you know, guess what? You put your king in the middle of the shit. Yo, you can't just sit and be patient. It's just getting to you right now where you can't even just sit there and be patient. Not when you making a negative statement. You can't say it. What? You see? That's when you make a negative statement, you can't say it. You can't say nobody's name. Okay. Unless you're willing to go all the way. Listen, unless you're willing to go all the way out and just say, fuck it, let's just bang. See? Why would I bang? You just don't understand. You still don't. Let me say this. Everybody and now, everything that I'm saying to you, you're looking at it where you really got to prove that I'm wrong and that you're right. Wrong. And you're going to say how wrong I am. And no, I got to do this way. And you don't. Go ahead. I'm going to let you speak.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to go back because he never wants to listen. I've been on this platform for 2 years.
Oh, shit.
For people who have a long-term memory, unlike some people that I know.
Saneter.
When I first came on, I sat quietly. I got beat up. I got cursed out by you. I got kicked off panels because I was beating up on the Bible. You told me, shut the fuck up, source up. I was just sitting there calmly, didn't do anything. A person gets to a point where they get sick of getting disrespected and embarrassed on live streams. Lately, even people have said in the comments, they said, damn, Nepal's acting different. Nepal's fiery lately. A person gets tired of always getting disrespected. And I have talked to you privately, and you begged me for forgiveness. Please don't leave me. I'm sorry. Please don't do it. And I say, Saneter, you said you would.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Please don't leave me. Baby, please.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to go back to
everything that I'm saying to you. You're looking at it where you really got to prove that I'm wrong and that you're right. Wrong. And you're going to say how wrong I am. And no, I got to do this way. And you don't. Go ahead. I'm going to let you speak.
Thank you.
Whoa.
And you're going to say how wrong I am. And no, I got to do this way. And you don't. Go ahead. I'm going to let you speak.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to go back because he never wants to listen.
Notice that Saneter was going to say something. OG. You know, Bobby Womack, pimp, gangster pimp, alligator skin pimp.
I sat quietly. I got beat up. I got cursed out by you. I got kicked off panels because I.
Okay, so she's getting cursed out, beat up, and disrespected. pretty much sounds like a whorehouse, correct? I mean, the pimp whooped that ass. Pimps be whooping these old ass. Bitch, give me my money. But I'm hungry. Bitch, you ain't coming home until your ass give me at least $50.
And I have talked to you privately, and you begged me for forgiveness. Please don't leave me. I'm sorry. Please don't do it. And I say, Saneter, you said you would never do that to me again. About 50 times you embarrassed me.
You hear that? Wait. He got rid of that ass. Wait. I should watch.
You said you would never do that to me again. About 50 times. And I have talked to you privately. I
want y'all out there to pay attention to what is going on. She's going to say 50. Now, we count at 5 or 6. Apparently, this is going on way fucking more than fucking what we're talking about or what we're seeing. Then Saneter pulls the ultimate goddamn Mac Daddy, now later Gator move. Bitch. Oh, he always does it. He's showing her that you ain't running nothing over here. I'm from, what is it, Bronx, Harlem? I'm from Harlem. Bitch, I wear now and later Gators. My shit is pink lemonade. Alligator. Bitch, what you talking about?
And you begged me for forgiveness. Please don't leave me. I'm sorry. Please don't do it. And I say, Saneter, you said you would never do that to me again. About 50 times you embarrassed me.
See, even that right there. She's doing my... Watch out.
And you begged me for forgiveness. Please don't leave me. I'm sorry. Please don't do it. And I say, Saneter, you said you would never do that to me again. About 50 times you embarrassed me.
All right. What she's doing.
Sorry, please don't do it. And I say, Saneter, you said you would never do that to me again. About 50 times you embarrassed me.
All right. See, even that right.
Actually, do you notice that Saneter had his hand on the trigger?
What am I doing right now? Why would you want to bring up personal shit that me and you talk about? What the fuck does that got to do with what we're talking about?
Okay.
Why is you bringing up something personal? Because I can get fucking personal, but I would never do that shit on the show. So you bring up...
Hey, you see how Nepal humbled down? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the pimp.
That's the pimp power.
Yeah. What the fuck I mean about you got no fucking wisdom. And then when I curse your ass out, I'm wrong. But you got no fucking wisdom at all to get up here and talk about our personal business with me and you talk about on the side. The fuck you gotta let the world know what we talk about. I would never tell the world what we talk about. That's some stupid shit. You would think there's nothing wrong with you doing that just now. And so you already know how I'll get. I wouldn't give a fuck what you say. You can say what the hell you want to say on your platform. Damn right. And so when she disrespects me up here, what do? I gotta defend my manhood.
How is he trying to minimize this? Every fucking so often, you and Nepal go on somebody's panel or your panel or whatever, and y'all have this domestic altercation.
See what I mean, everybody? She said Most High blessed Saneter, but he cursed the Most High.
Yes, yes. I'll ask Judah Nazareth a question. Would you do that and send a message to so-and-so that? Judah, let me ask you a question. If you call I 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, would she ignore your fucking call? Would she pick up?
If she was married to you, she would. If she was married to an abusive ass man who tells her shut the fuck up or source stuff, she would. If she was married to a man who treated her like shit in front of everybody, she would. If she was married to a man who curses the Most High and calls him a bitch, she would.
She don't believe that she disrespects nobody. So when she overtalked me, you motherfucking right, I'm gonna tell you shut the fuck up.
I got an interesting relationship.
Oh my God.
Let them talk, bro. Don't interrupt. My bad.
Quiet. You
constantly. No, this is not gonna kick me off. I know you want me to be disrespected. This isn't Saneter's channel. I don't get kicked off on this channel, Napali. I don't get kicked off on this channel. I just get kicked off on Saneter's channel. Sorry, Napali. Sorry. I should have let him put that eggplant in your mouth. I should have let him do that picture of you.
I'm trying to help you. I'm telling you, take this off.
You're not helping me. How about don't mention me? The only way you can help me is don't mention me.
Nepal, that's your husband. Have some respect.
She don't got no respect.
You don't know anything about this relationship, so please shut the whole fuck up, sir.
You got your whole business on the internet. What you talking about?
Hey man, her husband right here. Just let them talk.
So now everybody respects Saneter. Now see the weirdness? Everybody's over here talking about how he cursed the Most High. Now I'm supposed to see y'all are stupid. Oh, please let your husband speak. You niggas are crazy. He hit the panel to disrespect me, fool.
No, I really didn't.
Then don't bring me the fuck up, Saneter. Don't do it. I told you you're gonna stop disrespecting me publicly, King. I'm going to show you tonight.
How is he trying to minimize this? Every fucking so often, you and Nepal go on somebody's panel or your panel or whatever, and y'all have this domestic altercation.
My stream saying, sadly, I'm leaving the HOK again, and I will not. I went back. Saneter was begging me to come back, and I went back, got abused, got back into the whole thing, people attacking me. When I left, when he publicly went live and accused me of, and lied and said that I took money from him, which was a lie, I left, and I told him I'm leaving. I can't keep on getting abused by you. Went back, and it's another nightmare. Saneter has publicly humiliated me, verbally abused me, and allowed other people to do it for the last time. This isn't anything that is private. He always talks about how he gaslights me and says, you talk about my private business. No, everybody sees what you do to me, Saneter, but you're the one who went live with my mother's voice and talked about me. Sick of them still calling me a whore. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. They're calling me a drug addict tonight, but they call me a drug addict, alcoholic, prostitute. And as far as any other sister who's sitting with Saneter, when they see him abusing me on the internet, talking about it's the toughest environment. No. When I do something, it gets him off. It makes him feel like a man to disrespect me and say, oh, you don't have discipline. No, Saneter, you don't have discipline. Because if you had discipline, you know how to treat women. You don't. You're abusive. And I can't wait till that sister gets wind of how you treat me. And we'll see if she wants to come on your channel. Because she doesn't like when men mistreat women. And Saneter talked about me and told Quinn to come back to the channel and publicly disrespect me. So it's over. It's over. Everybody that's on the HOK, I'm sorry. I tried. I went back. It's the same. He lied. He said, I'm never going to disrespect you. But he can't control himself. Talking about discipline. He cannot control himself. He's gaslighting me even now, guys. Y'all don't even know. He is such a gaslighter. Such a gaslighter. So abusive. If I was sitting on a panel and a man was disrespecting his wife, I'd be like, that's not nice how you're treating your wife. I would say, that's the kind of sister I am. I'd say, why are you treating your wife like that, brother? But he really doesn't respect women. He wants to put an eggplant in Nepali's mouth, and he calls her a bitch. He calls them all bitches, so they're dumb. So I'm just, now I'm telling the truth, because I'm tired of him gaslighting me. I'm tired of being abused after he called a meeting publicly accusing me of stealing, which was a lie. If you're a man that has been abusing you for years, over 3 years, cursing you on the internet, putting in the back chat, saying, shut the F up, it's you, Nepal, and treating me, fuck you. You have Napoleon complex, Saneter. Yeah, I said it. I've never done this, but I'm doing it. Well, I have done this, but I'm doing it again. I try not to, but you don't care. He told me, shut the F up, many times. Like, I have his back. You guys saw me standing with Saneter side by side, because I made a conscious choice to stand side by side with Saneter and say, yeah, they said he's a thief. Yeah, he keeps on messing with these people who are suspect. I'm going to fight for him. I'm going to say, no, he isn't. He's a good person. And I did all of that just to be disrespected all the time on the internet. He'll run and say, yeah, you did this and that. Women who pretended to be my friends, get on the phone with him, but they're supposed to be sisters. But I respect sisters who stand for sisters, 100%. But if a man continues to curse me out on a panel for 3 years, putting me in the back chat for other people who have disrespected him, talking crazy to me, and I'm still sitting there like, oh, please don't talk to me. Yeah, because I'm going to speak right now before he goes and tries to play me again and act like, oh, Nepal did this. I didn't do anything. I'm not looking for your sympathy, but I'm letting you know I'm stepping away, and I will do what everybody else does. Every time I do something, I gotta be having sex with somebody. I'm a grown woman. Nobody pays my bills. Take the soundbite. For 3 years, I bought my own car. I pay my own rent. But the next time I get married, because I will be married, my husband is going to pay my rent, or he's at least gonna help me pay my rent, and he's going to take care of me. He's damn sure not gonna sit on the internet and curse me out for raggedy ass bitches and niggas. Excuse my language. You cursed me out on the internet publicly. I warned you. I told Saneter, please stop disrespecting me. I don't want to do this, but if you continue, I will have to go and talk about it. Now I know my HOK family is like, oh, not again. Somebody tell Saneter the truth that he's disrespectful and abusive. And all this stuff about, I never had this problem with so-and-so. You're a goddamn lie. There's not a woman in Saneter's life who's happy. And that's facts. I know how to lie and smile for the camera too. So if you get somebody sitting up there talking about, oh, I'm happy, the gun is stuck in her ribs. He needs to learn how to treat women. He needs to learn how to treat his wives. Because now he's down to one. I don't give a fuck what he tells you. Okay? You better start treating that one right. And I want to apologize to her for anything that I've done. I'm done. Okay? I love you, Saneter. You can start beating up other people. You can have everybody knows that I've beaten up everybody, and I still get nothing. I get treated like crap. Oh, you guys send me some pictures of your pussy if you want to get manager on the HOK. I do. I don't give a fuck if you are my husband. You don't treat me right. You don't respect me, Saneter. You got it? It's over. Now I'm dropping some bombs. People calling meetings on me talking about I stole money. What kind of man does that? when it wasn't true. Him getting up on panels, oh, I'm cool with you, Emily M, I'm cool with you, Neo X, and those women were going in on me on that panel. Yeah, I don't get over, I moved, I stayed. You continued to disrespect me, and tonight was the last time. All the time Saneter has talked filthy under women's clothes, talked about little 3-year-old babies. 3-year-old babies. 3-year-old babies. Really? 3-year-old babies? I've never called you and said, or turned on you and got on the panel. Saneter, you're disgusting talking about that baby. I stood quiet behind you. I've never called you and said, or turned on you and got on the panel. Saneter, you're disgusting talking about that baby. I stood quiet behind you as a woman. Well, Saneter, I told you, this is it. The HOK may be the best platform, it may be the biggest platform, but I'm going to stand as a woman, finally show you sisters, I did it. I did it. And now, he's, for me, dropping dead. I don't want that to happen to Saneter, but I'm done. I will walk away quietly, like many people have. I will walk away quietly, like many people have. I will walk away quietly, like many people have. Like Brother Garfield, who he wanted me to go in on. I have no problem with that, but I don't care. What, did you F him? That's how he talks to me. The book is coming. Did you F him? What are you talking about? It's 5 in the morning. F you, bitch. Hangs up in my face. This is the type of shit I deal with. It's just a little tiny morsel of abuse. I said, why'd you do that to me, Saneter? What'd I do? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm just stressed out because it sounds like you're defending them. You don't do that to people. But I stood with him. I said, baby, calm down. Let me talk to you. Don't do this. Okay, you're right. Oh, thank you. So when you gonna come see me? No. You just curse me out. You just call me at 5 in the morning, curse me out for no reason. And accuse me of being a Garfield because I said you shouldn't be beefing with people who you've been friends with for, 19 years. I'm tired. So I should just keep on eating bowls of shit? I went over there to kill a priest because I could. I left. It wasn't a goddamn secret. And I come back to the HOK? What's she doing back? Oh, baby, they can say that because you dogged me out because you went to kill a priest. Are you joking? Did you leave out the episode where you called a meeting and had the whole world sitting there with my mother playing, my 83-year-old mother who just had surgery on her intestines? And you were badgering her, talking about, oh, where's Nepal? Where's my mom? Then we got chargebacks. My mom is still paying for those chargebacks. Oh, Nepal, you stole it. I stole. And that's another thing. I don't even know Queen's Throne. I don't know any of these brothers and sisters. And you know what he tells me, everybody? Well, that's why Queen's Throne hates you. That's why to her. I said, I don't know those people. They hate me because of you. And I still stand with you because I love you. I warned him. I said, Saneter, no more. Oh, you're not a good wife. Enough of the gaslighting, bro. Enough of the gaslighting. It's over, okay? And I'm not regretting that I stood with you because that's the type of woman I am. You made bad choices. I try to stand with you until you don't make any more bad choices. I can't do it anymore. Somebody else is going to have to pick up the slack. Oh, I forgot. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Maybe Cynthia. I don't know. But I know one thing. I was there for you. But my dumb ass did it because I'm standing with my man. I'm going to do with my man. But then getting cursed out on the internet, people laughing at you, Apostle rubbing his fat rock gut belly while Saneter's cursing me out, throwing me in the back chat. Oh, you so down, you so distant, you can't keep your fucking mouth closed. The party's over, Saneter. You're going to have to do that to somebody else. And you won't. You know why? Because you don't get off on it like you get off doing it to me. Show me one person who stood for you and stood with you like I did. I'm not talking about Cynthia off the internet. I stood by you and you shit on me. It's over. Oh, since I'm telling the truth, I went on Nature Boy, but that shit wasn't even supposed to go that way. I had to pretend that I was going to be okay with Nature Boy, or I wasn't going to be a part of the interview. That's what Saneter told me. Oh, since I'm telling the truth, I went on Nature Boy, but that shit wasn't even supposed to go that way. I had to pretend that I was going to be okay with Nature Boy, or I wasn't going to be a part of the interview. That's what Saneter told me. Oh, since I'm telling the truth, I went on Nature Boy, but that shit wasn't even supposed to go that way. I had to pretend that I was going to be okay with Nature Boy, or I wasn't going to be a part of the interview. That's what Saneter told me. If you do anything, if you go in on him, don't say anything. I'm not letting you on because I'm talking about we're going to go be Nature Boy's cameraman and walk around like hell I am. But I wish you the best. Shout out to Jaja Ali. Shout out to Sarah Siddonseti. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to everybody who said, I can't do this anymore with Saneter. He's too fucked up. Now imagine if you're married to him and he's supposed to be treating you right, but he's cursing you out and treating you like shit in public. Natasha Daw is done with the H.O.K. Oh, I heard Saneter, this person was saying you have HIV. Oh, but all those people are sitting up under him, talking to him, and he's rubbing his feet, and he's like, yeah, go get Natasha, she's evil. Even though you do have a wife, basically, and kind of like a so-so, and the other wife, but really only have one. Why are you still out there looking for bitches? You told me that you were done with getting wives before I married you. I'm sitting up with you with a bunch of bitches hanging on. I don't believe in bitches sitting up in your face, talking about they don't like poly, but they still want to do sneaky links. You're too old for that. Get it together. You keep on doing what you do in the toughest environment, but tough doesn't mean that I have to keep on getting disrespected, especially for people who have said that you have AIDS and did all this stuff to you. No, it's not happening anymore. Make note. 7/15/2023. Shalom. 3-year-old babies. 3-year-old babies. 3-year-old babies.
You could not tell me a motherfucking thing about abuse, you hoe ass, fucking pedophile ass nigga, bro. You fuck kids, bitch. You talking about sexual molestation and you want to hear about it because in these certain instances like this or like when I went on his panel because I think he was really getting off that shit. You don't care because when you're really faced with it, you clown the shit, bitch. You can't make me feel no type of way about a nasty motherfucker touching me as a fucking child, bitch.
Now, I am not fuck, y'all know that.
So we went back to February 16, 2022, where he initially made these type of statements, and we continue.
Not no guy.
Almost done. We got about 20 minutes left.
If Doctor,
10 minutes
Like,
left.
why
my
is
bad.
this bitch ass nigga smiling? And them motherfuckers in your chat room is all coward ass dick sucking bitches and hoes, bro. Cause they know damn well somebody in their family been sexually abused or domestically abused, and they know that what's going on between him and Nepal is not healthy. Fuck out of here.
God damn it, if it's one thing I know, that's a big problem, because I hear them diagnose people all the time. I hear them talk about this all the time. You were 10 years old, Judah, when you was fondled. And you was...
How about you have your son come up here and talk about how you touched him as a child, Saneter, before you talk about Judah fucking Naz's abuse, bitch? How about you come up here and talk about Nikki Chanel, or how many times you seen Brother Polight push up on a young girl, you bitch? Don't come over here throwing up other people's fucking stories up here like you out here trying to, oh, let me give this message. People need fucking help and all this and that, bitch. You ain't doing shit. You've already proven that you've failed survivors of sexual abuse and domestic abuse.
All right.
I apologize if that portion was loud. What had happened during that live stream is Streamlabs had picked up my microphone's audio as well as my headphones audio. So I tried to like fix it a little bit. It was kind of loud, but you get the point. Let's continue though. Again, some of this is going to be regurgitation because I'm not giving up on the fact that this nigga just sat up here and disrespected me, you know, like this. It's almost done though. Like I said, we have about 8 minutes left.
Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another Saneter TV House of Consciousness production. This is a sad day for me, for our brother Morpheus. Remember, we came and told you that Morpheus' daughter was missing, and he gave me a call this morning and told me they found her in a car with a bullet in her, and she is now gone. So a lot of us don't know how it feels. If you haven't know how it feels to lose a child, to lose your baby, to lose your daughter or your son, you don't know what he's going through. I spoke to him. He was being as strong as he can, but I could hear the breaking in his voice. I could hear it, the cracking. And yeah, they found his daughter, man. She just had a baby, man. Just had a baby. And now he had taken on the responsibility of raising his 3 grandchildren.
So right here, you heard Saneter say that Morpheus, as we know of, is not even a stepdad at this point. Saneter is claiming that Morpheus will be taking care of these 3-4 children on his own, with his wife or whatever. But that is definitely not the case. With that said, it is like a scam because he came forward with fucked up information. He could have said, like my child's sibling, because they have children together, the mother of the victim as well as him, but he's not the child's stepfather. Well, it was a woman. He's not the stepfather, and he's not like the biological father, but he came out like he was the biological father. You know what I'm saying? And they stupidly, Saneter came out with this information right after he had just disrespected the fuck out of me and lied about my story.
From his daughter. So he is now raising the children, him and his wife. So that's like sad, man. Oh, man. And it was over some crazy shit. They caught the perpetrator. They caught the goddamn murderer. Comes to find out it was the husband, because the husband got jealous. See, that's what I mean by y'all niggas, man. Y'all some weak ass niggas. You can do all of this shit to your woman, but the minute your woman tell you, I want a divorce, I want to leave, I want to break up, you can't take it. You gotta go, you gotta do wicked shit and some evil shit, man. Because we never know when you might need our people's help. Please donate to Morpheus Cash App. It goes straight to their family. The Cash App is in the link. The Cash App link is right there. And if y'all want, I can give him a call. If y'all would like to hear from him, I'll give him a call. I think he is strong enough.
If he had been the father, this would be totally disrespectful, but I would imagine that Morpheus did care about the child. Again, though, it's the dishonesty in the gate.
To talk to the people, you know? It's just crazy, man. It's a sad day, man. Sad day. No matter what we difference in or our beliefs, this is a time for us to show support towards our brother. And he's doing what a grandfather supposed to do, is take the responsibility of raising his grandchildren. And that's what he is doing right now. Let me give him a call and see if he'll pick up. Let the brother grieve.
Hello?
Yeah, peace, brother Morpheus. I want you to know I'm live, brother.
Oh, okay. I'm with the family. Give me a little bit. I'll hit back on in a minute. Okay?
Okay. All right, brother. Got you. All right. As you can hear.
So you just heard the conversation, but when he gets on the phone with old girl, if I included that part, Sister Freedom or whatever, he said that it's okay to go over the details. He did not say that.
He's with the family right now. It's been so much wickedness and scamming and all of that on the tube, but I also want to do my part. And this is my part right here that I do. I would do this for any of y'all, anybody. And y'all know that because I always come through. Let's show the brother some love and donate to his Cash App. His Cash App is right there. Let's keep that Cash App rolling. I'm going to put it at the top of my page. Pinned it. I already pinned it, but I'm going to pin this one. Yeah, you spoke to him this morning, Chris? Yeah, he's in a lot of grief right now. Yeah, I know. She's a young, beautiful sister, man. Damn. That shit, man, just to think about that. Think about my baby. Think about my children. You know? Show some support, whatever.
When you disrespected my 14-year-old daughter and called her a gangbanger, how did you, you didn't have any regard for my daughter's feelings, even though she knows that you're full of shit. This has been going on for years, Saneter, with you lying on me and my family and making up family.
Whatever y'all can donate. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever. 100, 75, 200, whatever y'all can donate.
Show some support, whatever y'all can donate. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever. 100, 75, 200, whatever y'all can donate.
Show some support, whatever y'all could donate. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever. 100, 75, 200, whatever y'all could donate.
Help our brother out. And once again, you never know when you might call me and say, brother son, that I need.
Salute, Sister Nandy. Much
help.
love.
I need help bad. You can't even talk to the baby out in the street getting ready to get ran over by a car. Get out that damn street. Don't you dare talk to my son like that. Don't you dare talk to my child. Who the hell? You know, that's where we at today. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's where we at as a people today, man.
You can't even talk to the baby out in the street getting ready to get ran over by a car. Get out that damn street. Don't you dare talk to my son like that. Don't you dare talk to my child. Who the hell? You know, that's where we at today. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's where we at as a people today, man.
You can't even talk to the baby out in the street getting ready to get ran over by a car. Get out that damn street. Don't you dare talk to my son like that. Don't you dare talk to my child. Who the hell? You know, that's where we at today. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's where we at as a people today, man.
Facts, I sent the brother something. Beautiful. Beautiful. I sent the brother a buck myself. 100. I sent him 100 myself. Just to contribute. Put there. How old was she? I think she was... if I'm not mistaken, I don't really want to know. I don't really want to say it. But I think she was like in her 30s, like 31, 32, around there. I don't know. Oh, 32. Someone said 32, so they know. Yeah, she was 32. She was married. And she just had a child. Just had a child. So, they sound dumb over there.
All right, and just one more time for the road. Let's listen to what Saneter said the day before Morpheus's whole situation came about.
Burt lip over there. She sound dumb. This is why, and y'all know what I'm talking about, Funky Throne, aka Burt Lip. And this is why her husband, remember that's what I'm telling you, her husband beat the shit out of Burt Lip, Funky Throne, with a baseball bat. She gonna, now that I'm saying it, she will address it. I want to know, Funky Throne, Burt Lip, why did your husband had to beat your ass with a baseball bat and left you for dead, goddammit? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying because he knew you was a no good.
I remember them saying she had 4 kids. She had 3 that were older and a newborn that was about a month old.
Dirty, rotten scoundrel. He knew, and that's your baby daddy. He knew that you was a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Let's see if she addressed that. Oh, yeah. See, I'm not coming in with no lies. I'm coming in with real shit. And Burnt Lip, Funky Throne, know exactly what I'm talking about because he can't mind her goddamn business. So her baby daddy was somewhere else getting poom-poom, and she going crazy and getting mad and want to jump up in somebody's face. Brothers can't take that shit, so I can take it because my skin is tough. But the nigga gets mad, grabs a baseball bat, and begin to beat the living out of her ass. Am I lying, Funky Throne, Burnt Lip? Or do I need to pull up the receipts? With you saying it coming out of your own damn mouth. Watch Funky Throne come in and address it now. See, y'all wanna play games with me. Let's ask that question. What type of piece of shit can you be to make your own husband wanna beat your ass with a baseball bat and leave you for dead? Check. God damn. You had to be the B word. I don't want to do too much family, but you had to be a low down dirty. For a man to do that to his baby mother, and you worrying about Saneter. You over there talking about Saneter, your daughter out there gangbanging. Bitch, you got a lot of nerve. Your daughter out there gangbanging. You smoke cigarettes by the pound. Check. And you worrying about what Saneter doing and how Saneter doing it. God damn it, my family, we happy over here. I'm happy over here. You worrying about too busy digging into other people's lives. You dirty, rotten scoundrel.
All right. So really quick before I drop the link for anybody that want to come up or whatever, I want to go back to the video that we were watching at first. I don't know if everybody saw this portion or whatever, but he came out now and he's calling us psychopaths and sociopaths and shit like that. And I just got a portion of it, but I guess a subscriber of Shaka's has also joined the exposure of Saneter Studios and him supporting predators. And I don't know what's going on. I really wasn't over there, but he's mad. So he grouped me and several other people in as we're now psychopaths. And this is only 3 minutes. So I just wanted to play this. Let me try to skip through the first little part, the intro or whatever. All right, let's go.
All right, peace and black power family. Welcome to another Saneter TV House of Consciousness production. If you got the babies watching, I will let y'all know right away. This is not for the children right now, because I might say some things. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I might have to go off. The first thing, we're already dealing with a sociopath. What is a sociopath? Oh man, Nepal Shaddai breaks it down so beautifully, and she breaks it down. What is a sociopath? The first thing I want to do is say, Miriam, we see you. We know who you are. Ain't no more hiding, Miriam. And for those who may not know who's Miriam, I ain't gonna even say her name. I'm not gonna tell you her YouTube channel. She know who she is. Miriam Diaba. Miriam Diaba. Ain't no more hiding. I know you in Chicago. You wrote another comment talking about Nepal Shaddai threatened you and you got a husband that can reach all the way out there. Let me just say this right now, Miriam. Fuck your husband. Check. Let me just say that off the goddamn rip. My husband hang out with all these elected officials. Fuck you and your husband. Because you can't go around. Do your husband know that you running around labeling people, calling them pedophiles and all of that? Do your husband know you be on these goddamn channels falsely accusing grown-ass men of being pedophiles? So fuck you and your husband. Make sure he get this video, because I'm damn sure gonna hit him up. I got him. I know where he at. I know who he is. I got the nigga. So we gonna see if your husband gonna chastise your raggedy ass and put a goddamn chain on you, bitch. He need to put a goddamn chain on your ass. So we gonna see if your husband know what the hell you're doing. So when you tell your husband, who arms can reach all the way out there in New York and all over the goddamn place, make sure you tell him that you accusing and falsely accusing people of being pedophilians and all of that shit. So I don't give a fuck about you or your husband. Evidently, you don't know who I am, bitch. Tell him I called you a bitch, too. Tell him all that. The fuck about you or your husband. Miriam, I'll be in Chicago. I'll be in Chicago soon, bitch. So I'm saying this. Not Nepal. I'm saying this. Give a damn, I stand on mine. And what is a sociopath? If y'all want to add more names to it, I got Shaka Doodoo, I got Neil X, and it's all gonna make sense. I got Shaka Doodoo, Neil X, Funky Throne, Uncle Big Nose, Chief X. Some people call him the Torah Knights, Judah Naz, Miriam Diaba, and Funky Throne. So y'all can add more to it if y'all see him, because when we
I noticed he said my name twice.
break down his definition,
Oh, what he claims is my name, bitch. The only thing funky is one of your wife's pussies, bitch.
and the pod goes in, y'all gonna say, yeah, they got them. When you look at their channel, you'll see that there's nothing from a positivity coming from that, from teaching. It's all about trying to tear down, and that's what a sociopath is. So let's get right into this real quick.
So yeah, I just wanted to show that because that was crazy too. Let me drop this so I can cam up and talk to y'all. Child, this shit is wild as hell. Just the way that he be doing what he be doing, child. And I'm just wondering, like, we can see you, right? You're making all these statements and shit. You're talking all this shit. You're 1 minute you're with domestic violence and you're like, oh, the wife did something. And the next you're like the savior or whatever, and you're running a charity fund. You got Unc from the Amin Ra squad dressed as like he's some type of fucking doctor or some shit. Like he done got on a ship and went to NASA or something. Because that emblem up there, I don't remember what that was. I couldn't really see it or whatever. But I just thought that it was crazy that he's sitting up here trying to push that. And it says like pseudo killers on it, but it looked like a NASA sign or something like that. But anyway, child, just the way that these niggas came off. If y'all want to come up here, y'all can. I know that that version was a little bit, extended or whatever. We went over the same thing several times, but it was intended to be 2 videos because when the first situation had dropped in, I had just caught Saneter in a contradiction. I found out during editing that there was going to be a press conference. Obviously, that's what normally happens, but it kind of reminded me because there was some talk about it. So I'm already editing and shit. By the time that's done, I had already noticed that when Morpheus had commented and his picture had came up, that it was a different picture from what was in the police conference, because I had found that and I was looking at that and other news clips. And I was just like, that ain't him. Now, I'm not saying that they scamming necessarily, but it's some weird ass shit. And we know that they've been associated with several scams. Recently, Saneter, it's in some video that I haven't edited yet. And I'm getting less interested in what he says. But the fact that he like tried to throw my daughter in there, like she's a gangbanger. She's 14 fucking years old. And if somebody talks about his grown daughter, he's going to have a hissy fit. So remember to keep your motherfucking mouth off of family members unless you wanted to go there. Because I could definitely go in. And Nepal is not a family member. She's a colleague. So let's be honest about that, okay? Then you got Reggie in there. Reggie acting like he's some type of motherfucking crime scene detective and shit. He, stated that the mother of the victim did not know that the daughter, which was the victim, was married to this man. Like, that's crazy. But the news did depict that there was a strong family ties and they were in her life and stuff like that. So that was interesting. But I want to remind you guys that I don't remember the news saying that, just Reggie. And I think that a lot of the information that they did come out with was a bit early. And it could damage or affect the case. I do look at true crime, like I stated before. And a lot of those cases are on my channels. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we look at. So I would have stumbled across this case and looked at it anyway at some point in time. But I've been focusing on Saneter and shit like that, which I have no problem with, because this Polight and Saneter situation definitely needs to be looked at. I found other videos that contradict other things that they've said. And there's even videos that like Sister Nandy did one, and I got it. I want to edit, a portion, edit it down because it's a 4-hour live stream. But she had made some statements that came, to my knowledge as being factual. And yeah, so it's about to get crazy. But Saneter should keep his motherfucking mouth off my family, because my kids did nothing to him. My kids are not even grown. You know what I'm saying? Period. I mean, I do have grown children, but he just needs to fucking chill the fuck out. He really is coming off unhinged. Like there's something going on. There's definitely something going on there. And I'm just needing him to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, because you did all this shit. And every day that he comes out and deflects and tries to minimize it or act like we're crazy for calling it out, it really only just makes people feel like he's more crazy. The way that I debunked him, he had initially made those statements about the bat and my husband allegedly hitting me with it, which is untrue. February 16th of 2022. And he's saying it again, August 5th of 2023, like he's exposing me. And even if that did happen, which it didn't, I did go through abuse. But if it did happen, how would that make me look bad? I'm not the aggressor in the situation. So it's just real crazy. And then you got Nepal over here. She thinks that everybody should jump to her aid, but when they do, she get disrespectful and cape for dude. Like, they're a fucking toxic mess. But at the end of the day, I was in a domestic abuse relationship 11 years ago that lasted 2 years. Okay. So 13 years ago, I was in the starting of, a relationship that led into domestic abuse. I left that 11 years ago. Nepal is still going through this situation. Okay. And as we know, because the situation that stemmed off of Morpheus with the victim in the situation, Imani, that domestic abuse is still going on. And it was by the hands of her husband, allegedly. Allegedly, the brother is involved in stuff like that. They already arrested the husband, which does have a child, a 1-month-old, with the victim, Imani. And in no way, shape, or form am I bringing up this case to make fun of it. Like I said, I do true crime, and I would be looking at that. I mean, the Polight case is true crime as well, because it involves, a victimization of a child, the brother Polight thing. He's mad about us looking at Nikki Chanel and me taking Ben Diesel's side of the story as fact and building off of that by interviewing him. He's mad about that. But at the end of the day, that's my job. My job is to get to the bottom of things, right? We're here for the truth. I don't come here and bring you bad information or whatever. Nobody has to lie to slander this nigga or even slander him at any point in time. Saneter knows why I edit my videos. I edit them because he flags. And also, don't nobody have no 2-3 hours to sit here and watch one of his videos or whatever the whole way, unless there's information in there. He just mad that we're calling him out. So shout out to those that know what's going on and shit like that. But like, no, we're not finna do that. And I'm over fucking responding to you, nigga, because you're just trying to deflect, and don't nobody got time for that. But nobody defends Nepal because she's disrespectful as fuck. That's why a lot of people can't stand Nepal. I try to be nice to the bitch, and then she tried to motherfucking just allow this nigga to run around and shit like that. She wants help when it's her, but when it's other people, she just sits back and grins or adds to it or don't say nothing and allows it to happen. Like, and I'm just good on that. Like, you can't expect somebody to come and rescue you when you're allowing it. And then you only got a problem with it when it's you. And you stated that you were going to leave several times. It's given domestic abuse relationship, whether he hits her or not, he can still be, victimizing her because, and I'm not trying to make her the victim in this situation. Nepal's an evil bitch, but he did abuse her, and allegedly Nepal was put in a dog cage. And I don't bring that up. Motherfuckers is talking about my abuse and shit and then putting lunch on it and shit like that. I already came out with my story, and it had nothing to do with my husband hitting me in the face with a bat. I was at in a situation where motherfuckers was playing baseball. I was there not paying attention. Somebody hit a home run, hit through the bat, and it hit me in my face. Period. I've already spoke on that. What the fuck part of that has anything to do with domestic abuse? But Saneter knows that, and he continues to just play off of that because he wants what's her fucking name, Clydiva, to get involved. But she'll get dragged just like the last time. Last time I had to drag him, Clydiva, and Real G's. And Real G's right now, he's suffering from congestive heart failure. That Real G's is the same man that attacked my children and said that he was gonna stalk their school. He's suffering from congestive heart failure. He's claiming that he's gang stalked in his real life and all this. And all you had to do was stop fucking with people's kids. Now, I'm not saying that I'm doing it or whatever, but it's just mighty crazy that you came for kids. You came for my children's like well-being, because what would you be stalking their school for? You gonna donate? You gonna apply at the school? Like, and what for if you was? But now you're suffering and you can't fill your prescription for your congestive heart failure. Wait, it's gonna be in an edit because niggas is gonna quit playing with my motherfucking kids. It's gonna be in an edit. We gonna see how over the last year he's on a channel that has no fucking subscribers, basically. He got videos titled "I'm dying and nobody can hear me" or something like that. And he got like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe views on the video. It's been up for months. He got where they gave him this medicine some months ago or whatever, and now he can't feel it and he's dying. But Saneter ain't doing a fundraiser for him, but he threatened my children for Saneter. You feel what I'm saying? I got death threats. I got all type of shit by these motherfuckers, and now they want to claim that a motherfucker's a victim. These niggas are victims. Hell motherfucking nah. I'm not going. Like, there's all type of shit, y'all. Napasha dog. Yeah. And y'all check out my shorts too, because I got other videos in there or whatever. Like, because Napal's always throwing people's weight in their face. So I put her face on the dude in the what was it? I don't know. There's a whole bunch over here. I don't want to get this video flagged because there's like some copywritten music in there or whatever. But go to my I'm gonna drop my shorts link or whatever, and it'll pull up my shorts, not my real shorts like you're wearing, but videos that are under a minute, and go down and stuff like that, and you'll be able to see where I've made shorts of several other people. You'll see videos where I'm natural, wearing my natural hair and makeup, and my hair is long and it's healthy, and it's gonna continue to be that way, period. But if I want to wear a wig, I'm gonna wear a wig. But anyway, yeah, it was just the contradictions for me. It was just a lot of like just the random disrespect, and then they come back the next day and act like, you know, what happened to this girl is so much on their mind that they're affected throughout their day, and it was damaging to them, and they're traumatized over finding out about the details. But you just minimized and lied about my abuse, and then lied on my daughter. And I haven't even smoked cigarettes in 8 months. So kudos to me, period, because it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But hopefully this time it's forever. But you know, just the random disrespect when I'm coming with real facts out of his mouth. I don't have to manipulate audio. I don't manipulate audio. And if I do, I would tell you like this a parody or whatever. I already do those type of things, but it's known that it's a parody. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to be so outrageous. That's what satire is. It's so outrageous. It could be true, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what motherfuckers is tripping about. None of this is new to Saneter. He knows that he lying on me. And at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. Thank you, Marquise, because smoking is gross and it stinks and shit like that. But you know, I'm glad to have put that behind me. And this is the farthest that I've gotten. So yes. My kids are so excited and proud of me and stuff too. And in reality, none of my kids gangbang or whatever. You feel me? Because that's what he's going to come out next. Well, I meant her son, or I meant this, that, and the other. Look, I've already raised 2 children that have graduated college. They're boys. I mean, not college. They didn't graduate college. They're in college, but they graduated from high school. You know what I'm saying? They're in college doing what they need to do. And I was the stepmother of a third child that has already graduated, has his shit together, etc. And then there's also the children that are in the home now, which is 3, a 5-year-old, a 13, and a 14-year-old, and they're doing great. So there's no gang banging. Like you should have really tried harder for that. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. It's just giving weird as hell. Like, what? My children do not run around. I am a helicopter mom, okay? And for all the right reasons. Shit. Yeah, this shit is crazy. But I'm gonna drop the link one more time. If anybody wants to come up, they can. Again, I apologize about the regurgitation in the live stream and shit. Cause I literally like one thing was happening and another event was kind of unfolding. And I was just like, damn, I really want to show both, but they're kind of similar, except for one had almost every interaction where Saneter and Napa had came up on YouTube and flipped out. I believe there's 2 more, but I couldn't find them. And I knew that I wanted to come live because today's Monday. I do normally go live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes I'll have to cancel due to work or, family, issues or whatever. Not issues, but, things. Because my kids, they like to do stuff and stuff. So I will cancel, but I will let you guys know beforehand in my community tab area. So yeah, I'm just confused, and then now they're calling us narcissists and stuff like that, or not narcissists, schizophrenics and psychopaths. And they're all 3. They're narcissists, they're schizophrenic, psychopaths, and sociopaths. Like all of the behavior, just the shit that, how many times have we heard Saneter state that he doesn't believe a victim, or he doesn't believe their story, or he out here lying. He's not only lied on me. I was watching a video that I really want to get like the whole portions of, not the whole portions, but all the portions that I wanted. But it was a recent video that Sister Nandy had dropped recently. Let me look for that link too. But I wanted to like edit it just for time goals or whatever, because there was a lot that was shared in there, but also yeah, there was just a lot shared in there. And she also proves that Saneter had lied on her. I remember the interaction when he asked her to be his co-host, and the pod just really like flipped out and she was acting crazy and shit. I remember that time. And he lied on her, he lied on Sister Noble. He just lies. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he just lies. So it is what it is. But I did want to edit that whole thing. But if I was going to add it to this video, I would have just only went for a short portion, about 30 minutes. But I might, depending on, what happens or whatever, I might end up editing this and the link that I put in there. And then, coming back with it, because she did shed light on a lot of things. And it was also the way that she worded it. I respect Sister Nandy. Definitely, Sister Nandy was there during a hard time where my niece was missing. And Saneter, I don't even know if we were cool at the time, but he offered no help. He didn't mention it, didn't share the flyer or anything, but Sister Nandy did. And she was found and she's healthy and she's doing great now, better now. Okay. So, with that said, y'all, I just wanted to come forward and let y'all know how I felt and, respond to it. But like I said, I'm over responding to this nigga because he just keeps moving the goalpost, and I don't really have time for that. Like, I'm not here for that. I can call him out on a number of things that he's done recently and still does to this day. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot, period. But let me see. So we're just gonna continue to do what we've been doing. I'm not even bothered by that shit. I was surprised that nobody called it out, because that's another good point to, point out or whatever the fact that he just contradicted himself less than 24 hours, but I was fine doing it myself. That's fine. I'm used to that. But yeah, so Judah, you weird. I don't know, Judah. It's crazy. And I apologize, to re-victimize you or anything like that when he was speaking about your abuse. But I was really trying to show contradictions. And I don't know if Saneter was really abused by that bus driver lady or whatever. But it's awfully just strange how he attacks women and also other victims. I feel like that's crazy as hell, and it's just not a good look. But I'm going to get up out of here. I'll be back at you guys Wednesday. Stay you, stay royal, stay uncompromisable, and please stay woke because you will see me or hear my voice in an edit or live stream. Much love. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. I did get some donations. My phone's on mute, but I saw it come across. So I appreciate those as well. But ultimately, I like the shares and the likes. If you cannot donate, I appreciate it. I understand and everything like that. But sharing also goes a long way. So, I don't know what you're saying. Sometimes comments get blocked because like if you cuss or you word something in a way, and then YouTube will have us review it, like the moderators or the channel holders. And then if we approve it, it still doesn't show up on StreamYards. So if I missed anybody's comment, you're not blocked. That could have possibly been the thing. But if you were blocked, hit me up at queensthrone9@gmail.com. And we'll figure it out if you were blocked without reason. But I appreciate you guys. Before we get out of here, we're going to listen to H.O.E, Devo, and Ruga Last Dance. Much love. Like I said, I will see you guys on Wednesday with another edit. Bye-bye.
You should know you, bro. He a fucking white boy. Turn me up, Trey.
That's weird. H.O.E the gang, we drop dude ass for moving wives ass. You would die for trying to touch any nigga by me. I ain't Dej Loaf, I keep something loaded. Don't try me. We might pull up from both ways with OKs like we YB. Yeah. New chain, I dare a nigga try and touch it. And I keep my heat, this bitch hold 22 like Jimmy Buckets. Bitch asked me about dude them and my response was fuck they ass. Soon as he come out rushing, hit his head, for them cluck. We do hits like dead presidents, we pop out trash cans. I'm like Jim Carrey, I act different when I'm a mask man. We ain't gotta speak on shit, you heard about the last man. Oh, he tryna club, he don't know, this is last dance. You might not see him, but you gon' hit shots if you try to plot. On the camera, we calling them props, but they really not. He lost his life, he was tryna box, now he in a box. Pull up shooting like I'm Billy Cock, they ain't see the Glock. When your homie died, first thing on your mind was make a diss. When my homie died, first thing on my mind was take a risk. On this side, before you leave the crib, gotta take a blick. Don't be with the wrong side, you would die for taking pics. H.O.E the gang, we drop dude ass for moving wives ass. You would die for trying to touch any nigga by me. I ain't Dej Loaf, I keep something loaded. Don't try me. We might pull up from both ways with OKs like we YB. Yeah. New chain, I dare a nigga try and touch it. And I keep my heat, this bitch hold 22 like Jimmy Buckets. Bitch asked me about dude them and my response was fuck they ass. Soon as he come out rushing, hit head,
clear the crowd. If that Glock don't do it, I bet this chopper can. For them to come through shooting, they won't stop until they drop a man. All they seen was a nigga pop out, hit his top and ran. Seen him bitch up when he shot. We make niggas you want a man. You better not slip for them pop out dips and they hop out with 200 shots. That's enough to take a whole block out with 308s. That's enough to take your whole top off with. He caught a flight. It was a one-way, but he never got off it. When your homie died, first thing on your mind was make a post. When my homie died, first thing on my mind was take a soul. I'm on their side like a mailman. I'm just trying to play that role. You know they say if you want them gone, you gotta play them close.
H.O.E the gang, we drop dude ass for moving wives ass. You would die for trying to touch any nigga by me. I ain't Dej Loaf, I keep something loaded. Don't try me. We might pull up from both ways with OKs like we YB. Yeah. New chain, I dare a nigga try and touch it. And I keep my heat, this bitch hold 22 like Jimmy Buckets. Bitch asked me about dude them and my response was fuck they ass. Soon as he come out rushing, hit his head, for them clucking.